Good evening.
Good day.
I think today we're going to do something a little different. And I'm going to let Michael take control of the YouTube. It's Michael's turn to take control of the YouTube. So.
Is that right?
That's right.
Is that right?
That's actually right.
Well, alright.
Wait, microphones?
Microphone check 1, 2, mic checker.
Is the other one over there? Nope, should be over here.
Yeah, both over there.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Now, it's on you, Mike.
It's on me, you
That's
say.
right. Hello everybody. Thank you for coming. Welcome in, welcome.
Good evening, good day, good whatever time it is where you're at. How are you doing? Today we're watching random things on YouTube. This right here in itself looks pretty interesting right here. When dumb criminals try to cover up their crimes. I'm curious if they actually had somebody in a trash can. I am curious. Let's check it out.
Will he go for the first?
First thing I see. First thing I see. You know I am. It's right there.
This is it.
Now you're catching another charge.
Let me see it.
Long day of
Roll
work.
down all four windows.
That
Do it
has.
now.
Some lady called DC the best. Kind of made some claims that you had a child that actually shot themselves.
Criminals always hope they can get away with their illegal acts. Some crooks
Always
try to
trying
hide
to
their
get
tracks
away
in the
with
most
them
ridiculous
illegal
ways. Today's episode will show you what happens when dumb criminals try to cover up their crimes.
You two are suspects in numerous Best Buy burglaries throughout the entire state of Florida. On video, the stuff you pointed out you stole. Which one that's
I pointed stuff out.
Coffee, you say?
The fruit flies are breeding. They are out and about.
It is morning here.
On May 14th, 2024, officers were called to a Best Buy due to reports of two suspected shoplifters who'd been linked to a series of thefts from several Best Buy stores. It didn't take too long for the situation to escalate.
He's inside. Yeah, but she's in the white Cherokee right now.
That's her over there?
Yep.
Okay, so now, apparently they stole from me last week?
Yep, we got that video.
Okay,
And,
you guys have a police report for that?
I'm not sure if we do or not. I know
Okay.
we have video.
I'm saying, do you know if someone maybe from the store reported that incident?
Find out. Definitely, you said that he did conceal something.
Keep driving down here, you'll see a white Grand Cherokee next to a D-Squad van. The female's there, you can take over. Hey, sir, come here. Don't do it. So, 180, 22, 13, running.
Oh, of course he's gonna do it. He's running.
Hey, stop.
Say,
It's at this point that the officers took the suspect down. It's a pretty safe bet that after his arrest, this guy needed medical attention because it looked like it hurt.
You, just
Oh,
you,
no, I'm not gonna
building
use
your
that
app.
water.
On base
oh, the
44.
water's not good enough?
Describe it. And it's real.
Stagnant?
One thought leads to more thoughts.
Still water? What you
Layer
get for
by
still
layer.
water?
Taking shape.
Chat, I am not too good
You need
for
your
still
tools.
water. If anybody's
Bring 'em
in
in.
there, I'm not too good for still water.
They just click. Okay, kick it up a notch. Create something smarter.
Still water.
Some something powerful.
Hydrate you.
Style counts, so give it your touch. Big.
Taste the hydration of stale water. No, it's not.
Next idea hits at 2 a.m. Of course it does. Keep building. Ask yourself, wait, I built this? Damn right. Base 44.
Oh, those things sell
Build it
itself.
your way.
I couldn't sell it on for nothing. But I will skip this ad for y'all.
Criminals should know they're
That
living a
sucks.
dangerous life, so if they get hurt, they can only blame
We gotta get
themselves.
Got this boy ass everything. Oh, they're ready to shoot the windows. They're ready to shoot the windows.
I didn't do anything.
Out of the car.
Lady, you might as well just get out the car. They got a gun on you.
Your head. Being detained.
I didn't do anything, sir.
Door.
At first glance, it might have seemed
What?
like a heavy-handed arrest, but the officers are following protocol, and they've got solid intel from the Best Buy employees, so they know they're detaining the right person.
Hey, just so you know, they got warrants everywhere, man. We got all kinds
You good, bud?
What's going on, bro? I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about.
Why'd you run? Why'd you run?
Why'd you chase me?
I didn't chase you, you ran. Okay.
I didn't chase you, ran.
They took like 15 grand. Just so you know, we got warrants from every county, bro. Alright?
They got warrants in every county.
Not warrants, but like bolos. We have an AP alert system, but yeah.
Nothing grand, man. Already.
Yeah, we have the proper. Those we can.
Collect the warrant
We have the other video of him
Pokemon
and the other
cards.
stuff. He can show
Gotta
you that
catch
too.
'em
I
all.
had that blue truck and I was calling him out, like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
And then he takes out his gun and dumps it on the floor and he takes off.
I know, I saw. You just don't know how happy this team is. They got us for $7 grand, man.
1,600 between all the stores in Florida, about 16 grand, 17 grand. That they know of.
The cops are not just dealing with a simple small-scale
Struggles
theft here. Suspects were accused of stealing $7,000 from this store alone. Thankfully, they were caught on surveillance cameras. They're going to struggle to cover up this one, but that doesn't stop the woman from giving it a good go.
You understand what I just read to you? Alright, so what happened?
Nothing. I just went into the store and I didn't do anything.
What's that?
What's the store?
I didn't
Didn't do
do
anything.
anything. I didn't take anything, so I don't really know why I'm being
Tough season.
insane.
Okay.
She wasn't taking nothing. She wasn't doing
What
nothing.
happened with him?
I have no
She
idea.
wasn't
Let's start from the
stealing.
beginning of
I just went into the store. That's it. I didn't do anything. I didn't take anything. I don't understand why I'm being detained right now.
Okay.
I just don't know why I'm in handcuffs. I didn't do anything.
Multitasking. Yes. Well, you started the stream when I started this clock that's currently ticking in real time. So we're all in real time
What
here.
happened with your boyfriend?
Real life struggles. We're gonna review and
The woman keeps
And
protesting
do
that
other
she didn't do
things.
anything, but she isn't fully
like
alive.
real streamers.
One who's shoplifting. She
We
was
do
looked
this.
at a charge of aiding and abetting. She also said she's legally blind, which begs the question: why was she behind the wheel of a car?
Why was she behind the wheel of the car, chat? You think that's her man? That's gotta be her man. They're totally into it. They're totally was robbing that Best Buy. You know it. You know it, Jack.
I just like, I don't know what's to pin at, but like it's disingenuous or something. I don't know what is coming from what the
It's
call-
called I Barely Know What I'm Doing, and it's hot in this room.
Oh, that's fine. Well,
Back to the video.
This happened. I saw him grab something from the shelf. Okay. He went over to appliances. I have clear video of him trying to take the spider wrap, the security device off of it. He took it off, put it on a face stack.
Neanderthals, maybe.
And went to go tuck it, and then he ran. He tackled him. He dropped him right there near the tire.
Cavemen, we are.
What was the female's part of this? What was she doing to tuck So long story short, they stole about $1,700 from us about 2 weeks ago, and we have a system called OR, or AP alert. They've hit multiple Best Buys all throughout the state of Florida. It's about 16, 17 grand of just random product, everything from Dyson Air Wraps to audio equipment.
Do you have them on video with those?
Not on those ones, so my GM is getting in contact with our higher up
It's
AP
simple
manager, so I
as
guess communicate
apple
with you guys
pie,
as far as like
as
what
they
happened in
say,
this
I
store.
would say.
My manager tomorrow is going to pull video on all the
Store's employees are struggling to pull the CCTV footage off their system, but they promise the cops they'll deliver it the next day. Meanwhile, the woman is still denying committing any crime, and the man refuses to talk at all.
You use drugs.
Yes.
Okay, what kind of drugs do you use?
Heroin.
And what about him?
I was with that.
Heroin, Xanax, have you used them today?
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm
Oh
gonna have a few
God,
searches
they have
on the
Xanax
person
and
right now.
heroin on them?
Is there any in the video? So in the video, there's a bag
Like,
of
my God, what a jackpot these cops just hit.
Yeah, it's like a white powdered substance.
Supposed to be like Molly, but it's nothing. It's like it's church.
Is that yours? His?
It's not mine.
The fact that they both do drugs does answer some questions. They're obviously stealing to fuel their drug habits. Note that the woman is still saying she's innocent, despite the fact that there are drugs in the car, and she
Chad, how the hell could she be innocent robbing or being an accomplice to robbing the Best Buy while having heroin and
It's his fan?
yes, it's vibrating.
What the fuck is wrong with it?
I don't know. While having heroin and what else? Xanax in the car? Come on. You know they're both going down.
tell the officers exactly what it was.
These two are suspects in numerous Best Buy burglaries throughout the entire state of Florida on video at numerous stores. So to sit here and tell me that this is the first time you've done it,
I didn't say I didn't answer you.
I'm just letting you know, you're on video for numerous different agencies, you're suspects. I'm going to have charges on both of you. Didn't know who you were, because on video there's stuff you pointed out he stole. Which is why I'm asking.
I pointed stuff out.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means. So how would I point at stuff? I don't know.
So this is the finger, this is pointing. You use this finger to point out a product that he stole.
The woman tried denial and found that it doesn't work, so she now tries pleading ignorance. The problem is that the cops have her and her boyfriend dead to rights.
Good route.
Yeah,
Why do you sell it
what?
for?
No, I
You know
didn't
what?
know.
Here you go.
I didn't
don't
know
care.
I
It's
was
all
stealing
free. I'm
those
giving it away.
things.
We have like 6 different
No, I
ones in
didn't
here.
know there was
The same
heroin
strategies that
and
made me a
Xanax in the
full-time
car.
trader. And we have like
Those things weren't
24,000
there when
members
I got
inside of this
in.
group, and none of these people typically apply.
Shoplifting and for drug possession.
He told us originally
That's insane. That's insane.
so I mean, it's possibly heroin. I'm not sure.
Is there a couple of them?
No, there's
6 of them. Okay, so we could break one to test an error.
Oh,
and the rest
oh,
we're gonna
they're
back it up and
definitely
we set it
getting
to
these
last
two.
test.
so this one tested positive for
Drugs.
fentanyl.
Oh, fentanyl too?
Previous incident.
Oh, they got the crystal blue persuasion.
Incident, resisting arrest. Take a C4 service. You ran from the sergeant. You also have on your
Lord have mercy. They got Xanax. They got crack cocaine up in there. They got a whole drugstore pharmacy up in the car. And they're trying to play ignorant to robbing the Best Buy. That's a special breed of dumb.
How much would you,
Fentanyl in the car? What?
how much time would you give him, Mike?
Oh my God! If I was the judge, I'd be holding back laughter. Like, really? How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor.
Is that how it
As a
goes
gain of composure, back in my mind. Oh, you're frying. You're frying.
I like that.
You're getting about 25 life, damn near. You got the whole pharmacy of illicit narcotics in the car.
This guy looks like he has like black paint on his face. Yeah.
Probably couldn't afford a ski mask to rob the Best Buy, so he just painted himself.
Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah,
Alright,
they
I'm
called
just
him up in the
sketching out
block.
here.
They just called him up in the Best Buy. Yeah.
Okay,
his face.
Yes, sir.
No.
Oh, he's just dirty.
Yeah, he was dirty.
You won't be here that long. We're about to get out of here, okay?
At various Best Buys throughout Miami, these two stole items worth
Dirty
about
and-
$20,000. The male was charged with resisting arrest, felony
Oh,
grand
man, they
theft,
showed us
possession
quite
of
the
controlled
photos.
substances, and first-degree petty theft. The female was charged with grand theft.
Oh my god.
Why she look like Bubbles in
I
the
was
back of
just
that
gonna
car?
say, bro, I'm like, that bitch looks like
She look like
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That bitch, can I?
Oh my god, yeah, just.
The male was charged with resisting arrest, felony grand theft, possession
Pauly
of controlled
Shore.
substances, and
Yeah, he
first-degree
do look like
theft.
Carly Shore, like the situation.
Bubbles.
She looking like Bubbles though.
It's Bubbles. Did I start that thing? Mike, can you start that for me? I don't know if I even started that bitch. What the fuck? It ain't doing shit over there.
Is this a fresh cup?
But getting my hopes up. Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, it's a fresh cut.
Which one?
Oh,
First one,
the
sorry.
lowest one. The lowest. There we go. It was getting ready. Yeah, it should, because it was getting ready. It had to heat up. It definitely doesn't spit out that quick when it's not
Let's take it some. It's only
not
some.
ready.
It's getting stuff together.
Why don't they put like soundproof around those things? Oh, here, no, I'll come over there. 'Cause I want to put some of that creamer in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put some of that creamer in there. You can entertain chat.
But yes, people, for those of you that know the Trailer Park Boys, she is looking like Bubbles. For real. Honestly, it's a little sad. Poor Bubbles. He ain't never do nothing to nobody. Except have Xanax, fentanyl, meth, crack in the car. Did I mention fentanyl? If I didn't, I had that too. While robbing a Best Buy.
Well, you know, you gotta do something when you're high.
Most people like to chill when they're high.
No,
They
no.
like to get higher and rob corporate stores.
Crack cocaine.
They're up all night plotting on it.
No, sir, buddy Bob.
Wild. But yeah, let's get back into this.
With grand theft.
Grand theft.
On July 2nd, 2023,
All right, let's see what
cops from
Tyler
Palm Beach
got
Gardens,
himself
Florida,
into
had
here.
to act fast, pulling over a suspicious vehicle as it left a CVS pharmacy. The cops already suspected that the occupants had been involved in a theft, and when the driver committed a traffic violation, they had the perfect excuse to pull them over.
Hey, lower the back windows.
Either that or Tyler did something to his mom,
At
got her
first,
caught up
they
or
might
something.
look like ordinary
Seeing this
glasses.
old lady up in
The
here.
moment you wear them, everything changes.
Yeah, we're not in the market for your glasses,
Power for your
whatever.
everyday life.
So
A power that
special
blends
about
with
those.
Lower the back windows.
I don't know, they just look like no frame
I
fucking
said lower the back windows.
glasses
up,
for the
hands up.
person that works in
Hands
the
up.
office.
Move around.
I mean, the first people
what I
they
said
wanted
to
to
you?
show
Keep
was
your hands
people
up.
at a board meeting.
Okay? And you stop moving around. Okay? Don't move around.
Yeah,
Just hang
so
out right
I
there.
just went
Step out
straight
of the car.
for the corporate.
Step out of the car. Step out.
Anyone that might keep their glasses.
Yeah.
It seems that these criminals are playing dumb from the outset. The officers giving simple instructions, but they're having a lot of trouble following his orders. And this doesn't bode well for their chances of getting away with theft.
I can't hit my vape.
No, you can't hit your vape. Just stay right there.
I'm not being rude. don't know why you're so rude.
Why are you being so rude, officer? I wasn't being rude to you.
I'm just asking.
That's great. I don't care about that question. Okay, I'm telling you what to do.
I am. You told me not to do it.
I told you to walk over
You
there.
can tell by her shirt she's got a lot of mouth.
Right here. Right next to
Simple
us.
test. Turn around. Turn around. Right there.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I was in the
Told her to
car.
move and she didn't move.
They told me to
Yeah.
check in the CVS.
Questioning a lot of
I
shit.
waited for them to come out. I didn't do nothing wrong.
This box.
Oh, I just
Really bad? Did I take you out of the car and throw you in cuffs and all that? No. I think you're just driving. It's fine. You're
Oh, good. I just I didn't do
the reason I'm stopping.
Stop sign.
Haley wanted to take
Where's the no stop sign?
No, going at the Taylor.
Listen, just stay in the car. Don't move around stuff, okay? I'm gonna see. Did you see them doing any drugs or anything like that, ma'am? You sure?
Oh, no, because I was too busy watching out the window.
Here we have a twist to
She
the
was
case.
the getaway
Looks like
driver?
these dumb criminals have
Damn.
recruited Grandma to be their getaway driver.
The ignorant getaway driver. See, they broke Granny into this mess. She's about to get Granny hit by a bazooka, man.
Crimes.
It's
You know
crazy.
crimes are coming out.
They in the back seat hitting on whatever hookah they got. You know,
Nah, they
can't let them take advantage of you like that, man.
they're fucking Granny.
I always beat the speed
Just take it
limit.
easy, okay? Relax. Why you let them take advantage of you like this?
Oh, my God.
No, I know, but why you let them take advantage of you like this?
Don't let them take his hand.
Oh, baby, what the fuck? I feel like you're taking advantage of me now. How you asking me that question? I'm sure I'm old.
Stuff, right?
I'm old, can't you see?
Stop taking advantage of me.
That's your grandmother? She what? No idea about what? She's just giving us a ride. She had no idea about what?
Just giving us a ride.
About what? Yep. She was just giving us a ride.
What
To
an
be fair
idiot,
to this
dude.
dumb criminal, he probably
He
genuinely
snitched on
feels bad
himself.
right
He's like,
now
oh,
that he
oh,
involved his
really,
grandma
I mean,
as an
so-
unwilling accomplice. That's why he tried to protect her by saying that she had nothing to do with this. But by saying that, he incriminated
You
himself.
incriminated
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
He's forgotten that the cops haven't told him yet that they're aware of the theft.
Okay. It's not the end of the world for you, man. It's not the end of the world, okay?
I'm gonna stop making
Oh,
fun
Listen,
of
why
her
you guys
voice.
taking
Oh,
advantage of
bring
grandma
that
like this?
for it.
Yeah, she is devastated.
Why, bro? It's one thing
She ain't do a damn thing. She's scared to death.
Yes, you are. You're making her drive you around while you guys shoplift. Stop it, bro. Where are the drugs, bro? What drugs? The drugs that you're trying to stuff.
What?
Where are the drugs? Are they under the seat? I'm
Drugs.
gonna pull the seat out.
I ain't seen no drugs.
Okay, where you stuff, stuff. Listen, I saw both of you guys. Stuff.
Oh, dude,
I just took something out of my pocket. Put it where?
Ew.
On the floor. I don't have drugs.
Yes.
You're gonna tear it up and cut it open and everything. Because there's a little hole there.
Is he talking about his back right now?
Right, and that gets
Oh. Talking about cutting it open. If I cut your butthole open, well, I found the drugs.
There's a little hole in there. Tear that open.
Tear that open. I'm gonna find them drugs.
Tear the car apart to
For
search
a
for the
second,
drugs he
my
was
brain
hiding.
mapped
They
it
know
on, and
drug
I thought he was.
usually know
Buddy
their
boy's about to
Tear it
be
up.
Using
violated.
her grandmother as a getaway driver? That's a new low.
Either way,
Yeah,
we have in Florida what's called
I
furtive
agree.
movements. Furtive
That is
movements
new,
means that when you move
maybe
around
not
the car,
new,
you
but
get
it's
stopped after, I can search that
really
whole
low.
vicinity of where you were moving.
Very low.
And luckily for you, you were moving all over the place. And into that spot. You were both stuff.
Yeah, it happened to me.
I'm going too far apart. I'm going too far. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. Unfortunately, you're just gonna knife and tear her car. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
She just had a knife and decided to tear her car apart.
You just said there was drug paraphernalia. That's a pharmacy prescription with my name on it. Or her
Is your name on it? What's her name?
One of them.
What's her name?
read the bottle.
I'm asking you.
You said there were drug
It's whatever that name says on that bottle.
Whatever that bottle says, it's
The
true.
cops asking for their name is because if none of their names match the one on the bottle, it's no longer a legal prescription. Selling prescription medications is a felony, while possession can get you jail time, depending on the type of medication. in
The
question.
hole they dug
He's got a warrant.
just continues to get deeper.
He's gonna go to jail. He's got a warrant.
It might work.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna get no tickets.
Granny's like, fuck him. Am I gonna be okay? Okay, fuck that little prick right there. Am I Michael and it'd be okay.
Over there? Be honest, because we're here now. We already talked to Taylor, is it?
All right.
To Taylor. So I just want to get your side.
Well, fuck you, Mike. Why don't you make something
I
else?
was about to say I'm thinking about making some shit.
Airbnb Federal Credit Union membership feel like?
I was expecting that's right, you know. That's right or something. Not. Oh well, fuck you then.
I said, good call. You want to throw all right.
As the cops pointed out, he does have an active warrant.
I said,
That means he's going straight to jail. If they find
Blow
anything
it off,
on
blow off all that
he'll then be charged with
mediocrity
felony.
talk.
Future
Off
just
my
don't let them
coffee.
take advantage of you.
Grand.
Taking advantage of you because you're such a nice person. You're such a nice person.
The first time they took advantage of me.
God's
It's the best coffee.
I know.
You ever had if you have coffee.
I never did nothing like that.
It's alright. Okay?
I love you.
We need to be a part of this.
Oh,
Heather, look at me.
how it
Sorry.
is.
Sorry. Grandma, sorry. Sorry. I love you.
This scene is just like Romeo and Juliet, but with drug addicts. If Taylor really loved his grandma and his girlfriend, he certainly wouldn't have put them in this position. While this sweet moment could have been a good time to start behaving right, Taylor here pulls one student's gun after another.
Can't do that, man. Can't do that, bro. No, man. How about now, buddy? Come on, man.
You slipped your cuffs, bro? I didn't slip them. You clearly did in front.
I was just gonna say, dude, that's like
Check his arms.
I didn't skin you. Doesn't matter. Listen, I had shoulder surgery. They sound so bad. You should have done this. Yeah, shoulder surgery, you should have done this. Now it's not going to be a good ride for you. It's not going to be a good ride for me? Correct. It's going to be a poor remission. I'm going to have to come a couple more times. We're out of here. Doesn't cost any fee. Are you serious? You're not allowed to fucking go around and just...
No, you tight. You see that right now, bro. I'm the super guy. Get gone. Stop. That's good.
I want to videotape this right now because he's got his arm up against him. He's got his arm up against him.
Yep, of course. Look at the way he's acting.
I know.
We're not gonna.
He's hurting him.
These dumb criminals are being taught an important lesson about how actions have consequences, but they're trying to sell it as excessive force. Taylor keeps shouting at the cops to loosen his handcuffs, but he's not the one.
thrashing around and shit like this, you know, because, you know, it hurts, it's too tight. It's just gonna catch another charge. I mean, I know he's high off meth and shit. I know, but I don't know. I don't know, when it comes to the cops, it's like, you just gotta, like, I think clearly, man. It's like, you can have a vendetta against the cops and shit like that, but, like, doing something against one cop in a situation like this, like, I mean, you're not gonna make any dent in anything, man. I mean, I don't know. Not as far as the ethosphere, and definitely not as far as your pockets, because you're not gonna sue them. What are you talking about?
The cops? No.
He's like, oh, it's too tight, I'm gonna sue you. It's like, man, you just like playing around, acting like this is a big old joke. Acting like this is a big old joke, and now we tighten the grip on you, show you this is real, and now you want to start crying like a bitch. Now you want to start crying like a bitch, talking about, oh, you gonna sue me,
Oh, it's too tight, I'm gonna sue.
Man, fuck that shit, man. At least take that shit like a G, bro. I can't respect none of that shit. You acting like a bitch.
The fact that he started off was like, oh, Granny wasn't a part of this, Granny wasn't in this. Now it's a, I'ma sue you. I'ma sue. Alright, Drake.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but like you're just out, you know, smoking meth with grandma and fucking robbing things while she's not. Oh, but I'm gonna sue you because you're hurting my wrist. It's all about you, isn't it? You fucking little bitch.
Yeah, that's some good coffee.
Yeah. see that sugar though. That's gotta be tight.
Oh yes, for sure.
Oh, that's not tight.
Put it in that bowl over there.
Is it clean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go. You don't have to dump it out in there. You can just put the. I was just gonna put it back. Yeah, just put the bag. Like finding bugs in my sugar.
Not big enough. To be just put in there on its own.
Just wrap a bag around it.
That's what I was thinking.
Anyway, this dude getting arrested is a bitch. This dude's acting like a total pussy, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Unfolding them, acting like a bitch. All right. Shall we continue?
You said on phone now?
Unfolding them.
Yeah, it's up there.
Stop moving around, man. Stop moving around.
Calm down.
There's some purpose.
I know, calm down.
Maybe you should have flipped the cuffs behind your back. You want to run into this issue, buddy? Yeah.
Yeah, of
I had
course.
fucking shoulder surgery. Okay, I don't care. Arthritis. I don't care. You don't care? Nope. I don't care. You're going to be the next one that shows up.
Arthritis, bone surgery.
I just had surgery. Building buildings for people like you. Building. I have a bachelor's degree in engineering.
Why are you doing?
You can change your life.
Bachelor's
You don't
degree
have to
in
live this lifestyle.
engineering.
You don't have to, bro. You're smart.
Doing meth in the backseat
You're
of
smart.
your
You keep putting yourself in bad spots.
Yeah,
Unnecessarily,
being
bro.
an accomplice to
Unnecessarily.
crime.
Right or wrong?
Now,
Die.
you gotta talk about your bachelor's degree and when you're smoking meth.
Just make things dumb.
Yeah, that bachelor's degree was
It's always
not
nice to see
mentioned at
cops
all.
stepping up to offer kindness and advice to suspects. Even the
Where
most
was it at,
ones,
actually?
just going above
Was it
and
at home?
beyond the call of duty.
Hanging on
It's
the
also
wall?
an important reminder that the
When a
criminal
folder is
justice
tucked away in
system is
the
about
attic?
rehabilitation as much as it is
So
about
it
punishment.
is. I wonder who sold that degree to, and I wonder if they're making use of it.
And she so itemizes and if you guys want to
Yes, especially for that. A lot.
Cross my name out. Write yours in.
And the sad thing is they probably have it on it.
Okay, Grandma. You're good to go. You're good to go. I'm gonna give you a warning. Slow down a little bit. Speed limit here is 30.
Yeah.
It's his fault. They were telling you to go. I know.
Some thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on these soldiers. About $10,000.
The female suspect admitted to the
Oh,
theft
yeah.
because they were hungry, she said. They stole food. The store they stole from chose to prosecute. And while the grandma was let off with
yeah,
a warning,
CBS
the two
prosecute.
shoplifters weren't as lucky.
Excuse me, goddamn.
Wait,
It's a
are you
shame.
even listening? You haven't taken a single note this entire meeting?
Destiny. What's going on with Destiny?
Officers carried out a traffic
Third
stop
up on
on
the
a
list.
vehicle that had a suspended registration number. As soon as the officers started talking to the driver, he suspected there was more to the story.
Hello, police department. Ma'am.
On to the next one.
Do you have your driver's license?
Fear not, for I am with you. Got a Bible verse on the shirt.
You just barely buy it.
Let's go get
You
real
have like
insurance.
a buy or sell or purchase? Yeah, I have a receipt. You have it. Anything of concern in the vehicle? Weapons, anything like that? No. You know the reason I was pulling you over, right?
No.
Is insurance is suspended as well as registration.
Oh, really? Because the person that I bought it from said that everything was good.
No.
And I bought it from a
You don't have a
shop.
driver's license?
Not on me.
Dude, I thought she was about to skate.
You have no proof of ID?
I can show you my Facebook.
Your Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you heard that right. The officer asked for her ID and registration. She offered to show him her Facebook profile.
Show the
Unsurprisingly,
Facebook
the
for
officer can't accept that
identification.
as proof of identity.
That's
Told
pretty
me
bold.
that if you had any questions or anything, for you to call my attorney or my doctor.
That's something you don't actually hear.
So,
Seem pretty confident talking to me and driving your vehicle if you're
No,
confident.
she thought Facebook was
well, I
Driving your vehicle on a public roadway is
my bad, I apologize.
I think she thought it was government.
Where do you live at?
Facebook.
Where do you live at? As soon as I got behind you, you decided to pull in fast and go. Yeah, as soon as I got
You were
behind you.
gonna stop me. I did. That's why I came here and stopped right here.
Well, you usually get a buy or sell or purchase, not just a little receipt like this.
You wanna go with me to where I bought it from?
I'm not going with you anywhere, lady. In fact, you're going with me to the station.
Oh, all of a sudden. Oh, yeah.
What the suspect didn't know is that while the cop was questioning her, dispatch was already running a background check on her and discovered she has warrants out for motor vehicle theft and burglary. With these facts
Vehicle
alone,
theft
her
and
story about the vehicle
burglary.
purchase
But she has
went
a
out the
Bible
window.
verse on
The
her
cops
shirt.
had enough reason to arrest her.
I just barely bought it yesterday.
Destiny.
So now she's gonna try to act like
Destiny. Come on. Come on.
I'm trying to act fucked up.
Wake up. Wake up. Get up. What did you use? Blues? Sit down right here. Sit down right here. Sit down.
You go get that medical
That's crazy. The cop knows she's fucking living like a motherfucker, but he's kind of like
Alright, camera's on.
diligence.
You're under
Oh, yeah.
arrest as per warrant.
Cause I
Taking
was
this out of
saying,
your
I was
pocket.
like, bitch, no, you ain't.
Okay.
I was like, you trying to fucking, you trying to get out of this.
Damn, not a cash?
So that we know if you overdose, what to get you help. Okay, what did you use earlier?
Not a cash? Oh,
You don't know?
she got any more?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7, 8, 9, 10. And be careful in this vehicle. There's sharps and needles that are not capped.
It seems like the dumbest criminals are always on drugs. And this woman, identified as Destiny, is a great example of that. It's a
Great
good thing the cops
example.
pulled her over
Prime
because
example.
she would have posed a serious
I think
risk
that's-
if she'd been driving. She started nodding out.
What did you take to Miss Destiny, correct?
I think so too. I think it was
Here, let me pick you up, okay?
There's something about that dude being a dumbass
We can sit in the car
on
now.
drugs.
Definitely was and was not fooling anyone.
Better? Okay, so the ambulance is gonna come and check you out, okay? But I need to know, did you take anything?
Her shit must have just kicked in.
What did you take, Destiny? You don't remember?
You don't remember at first it
Do
was
you remember
nothing.
kind of like what it looked like? No? Because they're gonna ask you right now when the fire department comes, okay? And they need to know, that way they know how to help you. Okay? Yeah, just so she said she takes some, she doesn't know what she took. So, I think here's her 49, man. Or her name and date of birth.
$49
So you're gonna take it back.
once.
She's been coming in.
She was hustling.
No. None of that.
Either did you take a pill? Come on, Destiny, you gotta help me help you.
That's why she's fucking trying to
Honestly,
figure out a
this
way to
woman
make
is so
this
messed
look
up. Her
convincing.
claim to not
She's like,
remember what she took seems
I wanna say
believable.
some crazy
Still,
shit.
medics
and,
need to know what she's taken so they can look after her. Because if they treat her for one drug and she's taken another, things could end up even worse.
Leave her handcuffs. She's arrested at this moment. She's in custody.
okay.
Bro,
Okay, passenger seats, 1 blue pill, foil, and a cup.
I think right now, trying to swallow
fighting. You lose control.
That's another charge, by the way. But now she's gonna try that crazy.
I don't want to stop.
Yeah, that's not good.
Alright, well, you can't just want to no matter what. We can do Narcan. Yeah, Narcan makes you feel better.
The medics have treated her with Narcan, which is used to
Hi,
reverse the
I took
effects of
something, I
opioid
don't remember what it
overdoses.
is.
However,
What'd you
it
give
can also
me?
cause opioid
It doesn't make me
withdrawal,
feel
which
good.
seems to be this woman's excuse for assaulting the officers. She was charged with battery on a peace officer and contempt of court.
Battery on a peace officer and
Imagine
contempt
being
at
able
court.
to
That's
build
it.
an app with your name on it.
What the blood
Just by thinking
analysis
about
say?
it. Meet Base
What should
44,
take?
a complete AI creation
Well,
platform.
that's obvious.
On the 26th of March, 2024, officers in Florida stopped a driver who was suspected of robbing a customer at Walmart. You'll want to pay attention because
Walmart?
this case is a little complicated, but in a dumb criminal sort of way.
Let me see your hands. Roll down all 4 windows. Do it now. Hands out the window. Hands out the window.
I don't see them hands.
Driver, step out of the car slowly. Do it now. Felony stop. Step out of the car. Do it now. Slowly walk back to me. Go that way. Spin around. All right. Everybody else, keep your hands up. Don't move. Yep. We're doing an investigation.
Did you get your purse snatched?
He's so funny. My hand in the He said, shoot me in my face.
Officers got a call from this woman with
still
pink
be
hair,
at the
and
Walmart?
that's why they're here. During the call, she claimed that an armed male had stolen cash from her purse, threatened her, and then fled the scene. So now she wanted the cops to look for this unknown man.
How many more people in the car? Just 2?
Where did they? Is that not the Walmart?
I got you, man.
It
Front seat
is.
passenger, step out.
You
Front
fled the
seat
scene to
passenger,
another
step out.
parking spot?
I don't think he made
You're
it
good,
too
man.
far out of the
Step
parking lot. You know, Walmart's got
Slowly.
cops right in front of it.
So
I got you slowly. I got you. Do me a favor. Get on your knees
He
right
fled
there.
the
Right
scene
there.
of the entrance of the Walmart, got to the back.
That's where he had originally assaulted someone.
He fled that part of the scene.
Do me a
Where'd
favor.
he
Don't
go?
move,
He's
right?
right over there.
He's right over there.
He's getting away.
Quick, sir, before he starts his car.
Yeah, no, quick before he moves to the next parking spot.
Block off all entrances.
Oh, he dropped more than one.
What are you doing?
What was that?
No, that's the
one.
one.
Okay.
Like surrounding me.
So far, this seems like an open and shut case. Officers have detained several suspects, and they have a witness statement from the apparent victim. But in this particular case, not everything is as it seems.
So he initially asked you for money?
Yes, he asked me to help him with some money.
Okay.
He said he needed $100. And I said, I don't have $100, but I can give you something of what I have. I just got off work. He's like, you don't have a cash shop or a card? I said, no, I'm not going to go that far. By the time I put my head down, he snatched it out of my hand. I was like, where are you going? And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, how are you going to steal money from me? You just asked me to help you with something. And I followed them out here.
Egregious work.
And you can identify the guy that's...
Yes, I can. I know exactly how they look.
They didn't say I beat up people playing 3-car Molly. I thought that a red car went to black buildings. And I got a report.
When he took the money out of your hand, did he make threats to you, or...
Yes, as soon as I said, give me back my money, that's all I have. Like, it's all work.
Okay, so it's seeming like you may be there gambling.
I was like, you don't know if I have no kind of protection on me. And he was
If
like, you're not
that's
going to
what
do
the
shit.
song
I
says.
promise you. He was like, I got a burden out with lawyers facing. That's what he said. And that's what made me back up.
Sounded like she was saying it was a homeless man or some shit. He was asking for money to feed his kids.
Once he puts his fist out to swing, all
She
of
like,
the
I
guys
ain't got
surrounded
that,
me
but
and
I
I
got
backed up.
something
And there
for
was
you.
some
Yeah,
lady
that's
here
what she
screaming
said.
saying, please
But
don't do it
Instead
like
of pulling
that.
out
And
hot
that's why we
iron,
ended up going away.
pulled out green
It's good news for her, because this will help to strengthen her case. But let's not take anything at face value just yet, and wait to see what happens next.
So you're just going to look out the window over here, okay?
That's them. That's all of them. All of them.
It's which one is the one that took the money, though?
Yeah, you see that?
Which
that took the money. Is there? What about him over there? Gotcha.
You got a pocketbook full of money.
No, yeah, it seems like an incident. Because why should you say all of them?
This is what either him or him holding in his hand. I don't want to blow away.
She was saying it was a group of them.
Alright, so we're gonna go back inside and look at some video here. Just keep hanging out with me, okay?
If anyone can sort this out, it's going to be video footage from surveillance camera. It'll be interesting to see what the cameras call, as you'd expect them to show the robbery taking place.
Yeah, she wants to all refry, but she don't get incident there. No, she did say it was a group of guys. She did say that she was surrounded by a group of guys. Yeah, she was surrounded by a group of them.
That's weird because
because I was just trying to figure out. He walked in as I was trying to figure out if anyone witnessed it.
She told me
she was like, I got $100, I can give you something.
She said, and she goes, hey, can I have $100? She says, no, I'm not going to give you $100, but I'm willing to give you some money.
yeah, no, sorry, this doesn't.
Yeah, the guy said, we'll have a vendor help you with all that.
McDonald's.
It looks like the witness statements do not corroborate well with her story.
Every student deserves an education they can count on, one that delivers results and opens doors.
That looks actively going on there. Get you a cheesesteak while you're grocery shopping.
While earning the trust of employers.
You know they're doing it right before. That's why it's by the door.
She lost $600 to gambling.
What you for this Philly
Because she
cheesesteak?
wanted her money back.
Get you
By
twice.
lying to the cops about what happened. and
Get you
further
twice.
claiming she was
Hey,
threatening
like,
to
if
kill
you
her.
didn't
Men
get
in
the
danger.
first one,
They explained that it ended with someone getting shot.
Video and I didn't see him snatch the money from me. What did you have in money?
I have the money right in here. I had the money. Listen, the money was right here. I had the money like this. When I told him, I said I got 100, but I'll give you some change. I had to go in my purse to get change because he was never going to get $100. He approached me to ask for some money to go back to whatever trip he needed to go back to. I could tell he wasn't from here. I've never seen him in my life. I've been here all my life.
She did say there was a group early on, but she was singling out one person.
Yeah, but I'm not calling for a story. I'm not talking predicated based off of stories. I'm speaking from where the truth lies. The truth lies
As you can see, the guy she lost the money to is willing to give it back to her, which probably has something to do with the fact that he's in the back of a police car and doesn't appear to have a gambling license.
Emotionally, when she
If
saw
somebody
them,
comes up to
she
you
wanted
trying to
them
play
all
games
done.
with you,
Otherwise, it would just be the one guy.
play a game.
Get a gambling license to even gamble like on the street.
Okay, go back and watch the video, and you're playing with him and handing him money, and you're playing a three card game, which is illegal. Yes, you can't gamble. That's gambling. Okay. So he's willing. The other two
They
guys
don't
were
want
in
you
it
trying to
with.
get up.
They all know each other. Okay, so they're trying to play, and that's what they do. So he's willing to give you the $600 back if you want to go to the Dollar Tree where you were just at.
Yeah, she was gambling. She lost money. She tried to get stuff.
Well, what about the other guys as well? But they are real aggressive. Do you have a car? Yeah, my car is parked here.
Okay, you know where the Dollar Tree is? Right on Belmont 5.
Yeah.
They're right there.
But
Just go there and get your money.
still can't put there's no charges to press, is what we're saying. There's no actual robbery. You played a game with him and in exchange to money, you gambled.
It doesn't seem fair that she's getting her money back. That's no way to teach this woman a lesson. However, while the staff was right that there are no charges to press, it only applies to the men she accused. She, on the other hand, could still get a charge for the stunt she pulled.
So when they were gambling and she took her money, she followed them outside. And what threat did she say he said to her?
You better back the up or I'll break your face.
So that's her statement?
That's what that was the threat. That's her. I gotta swear her to that.
took
So
shooting notes.
it took a lot for us.
So, also, just so you know, the video that they watched, there's her exchanging money to him behind the register where she said he initially snatched it. There's no snatching, it's an exchange. And then they go back outside, and she exchanges money with him again.
I mean, we can talk about misuse of 911. I mean, she could have called. And we're going cold. We had everyone up. We would have authorized the pursuit. So, explain to her what happened.
For some reason, this officer outside the Dollar Tree is the only one here who seems to realize just how serious the woman's allegations were. It looked like the other cops were just going to let this woman get away with her money.
So, you're going to be gone.
Ron, you're wasting our time.
Misusing that.
I don't know if she should go to jail.
911.
This is a 911.
That's a misuse.
Will I at least get my money back from my pimp?
Yeah, we'll get
That
your
was
money
a
back.
pimp. Like, no, dude.
She was trying to flip her rent money. That's all.
Call 12. Get a transport.
You can't be serious right now.
Absolutely. So
Are
we
you
just rewatched the video of what happened.
made up a whole ass story
Completely
about
different.
this
And
kid?
your
You
phone
gotta get that
call
dude
triggered a
arrested,
response
bro.
where we got certain
Straight
resources
snitched on
up
you
and
were
we're
driving
responding a
in the
certain
back
way
of the
that puts
police
people
car,
in danger,
pointing
puts
niggas
us in
out,
danger,
bruh.
puts
For real. Yeah,
That's him, officer. That's him, Mr. All of them. Get him on.
the video does not show him anybody ever reaching in your purse and taking money.
He did snatch your
The
money,
video
sir.
shows an exchange of money between you and him.
And that's what I gave him.
Okay, the video shows an exchange of money between you and him inside the Walmart, and then after you walk outside of the Walmart.
She doesn't even seem to care that she's being arrested because all she wants is her money back. It's hard to have any sympathy for her because she lost it in the first place because she gambled it away. She was charged with misdemeanor misuse of 911.
Kept pressing, maybe she would
On August 2nd, 2022, a man was pulled over in Midland, Louisiana. The driver, later identified as Howard Davis Jr., immediately appeared suspicious to the Louisiana State Trooper.
Oh, your charges?
I expected you to be a
You know what? You're under arrest, lady. Yeah, you got some charges.
Is that your wife? I got you. My name's Wardell, State Police. It took me a minute to stop you because everybody's in the left lane won't get out of the way. The reason I came to stop you is when you passed me back there, you got right in behind that van in the right lane, and y'all are riding like one car length apart from each other. If he has to slam on his brakes or if there's anything over one of these hills, y'all have no chance. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to stop. So we recommend that anytime you're on the interstate at 70 miles an hour these speeds, at least 7 car lengths is needed to stop if there's an emergency. So if you find yourself right in front of the bumper, you either got to back off or you got to go around. If you have a driver's license, your wife or girlfriend,
right up on
which one? Your wife? I just know John.
Tools from Harbor Freight are doing hard work in real garages across America. Like Nico's one-man shop in Illinois, where his Daytona Jack does all.
The fact that they pulled this guy over for driving too close to the vehicle in front could well be a hint, because most cops will only do that if they have a good reason to suspect the driver of some other crime. Otherwise, they'd be pulling over everyone.
You ain't from here down here, are you? I grew up in Shreveport. That's where I live. Shreveport's bad right now, man. Yeah, it's violent down here. Bunch of gang activity in Shreveport right now. People get carjacked in broad daylight. See if you can find that for me. Go check your license. I'll be back.
CH check 116 inside North Carolina. It's a Howard Davis Jr.
It shows several charges with
Howard Davis Jr. Wow.
Davis's story just doesn't seem to add up, but he's not legally required to tell the cops when he's in the area. On top of that, the officer just found out that Davis has a history of drug and gun possession and resisting arrest.
I came all the way over here to see my town. You don't know at least what's free to a hospital.
What you been up to?
What's that damn hospital? We got like 5 or 6 of them here. Well, look, here's the thing. It ain't nothing personal, but what I do when I'm out here is if I feel like somebody's nervous or being deceptive with me, you know, I like to ask them questions to make sure they're not doing anything they're not supposed to be doing. Okay? So we get a lot of crazy stuff out here. We get people hauling people, we get people hauling illegal money, guns, people hauling
personally bring up his history
driving in
on
North
it.
Carolina the previous morning, and then in the evening, Dallas, Texas. This guy's covered a lot of ground on the way to a hospital he can't remember the name of.
You've been before, okay? I'm gonna ask you consent to search your vehicle. Do you have any large amounts of U.S. currency, like $20,000 or greater? Do you have any guns in the car? Do you have any cocaine? Any marijuana? Methamphetamine? Okay. Would you give me consent to search? I ain't gonna give you consent to search.
He's got 3 out of those things in there at least.
How much cocaine did you get caught with? I know there was more than one time, but like, because I saw some of it was coke, some of it was crack, some of it was base. You're doing like some street level stuff. Yeah, but I ain't no $40 guy. It ain't nothing personal, man. It's just, that's my job.
The fact that the cops had a sniffer dog ready suggests that they were tipped off about his arrival. Why else would they have dogs on standby? He then told the officer he's in town to visit his friend Steve Jones, whose mother's in the hospital with cancer. His story might have been more believable if he'd simply come up with a less generic name.
They already had the K9 unit up. They knew who they were getting.
I don't know what went on there. I don't know if he was trying to find that. They just like walk out of the woods like they were fucking flying. Like they did walk right out of the trees. Like ready. Everybody strips on the highway was ready to get him.
I'm being cool with you, but we gotta keep it cordial.
Here we go. And watch, we'll give him a signal and the dog's gonna stop.
I know what it looks like with dog alerts in the car, and handler just gave me the signal yes, the dog alert on the car, okay?
Sniffer dogs aren't 100% reliable, so there's still a chance that Davis is innocent, even if he spent 2 days on the road without so much as a change of clothes. At this point, though, Davis's odds are not looking good.
If you got something small, I don't care. Like, personal use stuff, I'm not about to throw you in jail halfway across the country for some personal use stuff.
I'm not about to throw you in jail halfway across the country. We're not Russia.
You got nothing in the car.
He's like, okay, I do got a line to say. He's like, all right, man, I'm back.
All right, we're doing this. I mean, so they catch kilos. What they get? The dog sniff.
4.5 kilos definitely doesn't qualify as personal use.
4.5 kilos definitely doesn't qualify as personal use. $100,000. See, I told you it was going to be like at least 3 of those things.
He was eventually sentenced to 22 years in prison
$1 million
and 5 years of supervised release.
$1 million fine
matters. The original bag.
Choose from
full-size favorites starting at just
Probably should have.
$5.99.
Probably would have been safer.
Because hard work deserves more than
it would have been like a decent cover up.
On July 25th,
Was her name
2023,
Sushi?
cops attended the residence of Sushi Stables after the DCFS reported that she had a child
Lord
who shot
have
herself.
Are you Miss Staples? So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
Or my women named Sushi.
No.
Everybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS and kind of made some claims that you had a
Your
child that
name's
actually
Sushi,
shot
you
themselves.
probably fishy down there.
Absolutely not.
It sounds crazy to me too. That's why.
I'm so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rhode Island and filed a police report on her. I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl
Tony,
is
Tony,
She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here.
So far, the woman's story seems plausible, And the officer on scene seems a bit apologetic to even be out there. The claims that have been made about the child seem so extreme that they're hard to believe. And Staples seems calm and collected.
I work at Genesis Hospital. I'm a patient care tech. I'm a student at Eastern Iowa Community College. I have a business in Davenport. This girl has made
a lot of accolades.
posted her gun up, saying
They
that
print
she
sushi out on
come to
those
my
documents.
alley. It's just never ending.
They made some allegation that you had a son and he shot
With the
himself.
document or on the document?
You think, look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out
No,
of here?
you need a search warrant to do that. I'm sorry, I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes Uranus allegations like this.
I know.
Uranus allegations.
I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it, no matter how crazy it is.
No, I think she's trying to, in a way, say pulling out these allegations out of their ass.
Uranus accusations like this and have
Well, Uranus is close to anus, so instead of saying ass to the fucking police or anus,
This is true. I was just asking.
we'll go with Uranus.
Let's go back and let's find out.
Uranus accusations like this and have my
I'm just up
You
here
think this?
seeing if,
You
we
think
have
this
to
is just a
investigate
thing
it,
in her
no
arsenal?
matter how crazy it is.
You think this is just a thing in her arsenal? She pulls out sometimes.
I'm
She's
not
like,
about to let some crazy
you're
woman
making some really Uranus allegations right now.
make
Because you're pulling
Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated.
No, I get it. That's what I'm
That
just.
is not okay. I have 4 girls in here.
That's what I'm just asking. I'm
I
not.
just have to hear
I'm
it
not
again.
trying to
just
blame
make sure.
anything. I'm not saying this is true. I was just asking.
But she
okay?
didn't seem like she
That's all
corrected
it
it.
is.
The officer's just doing his
Maybe
job
you're
here
right.
because, like he says,
Well, the definition for it wouldn't have anything to do with what I'm saying or make sense in whatever the sentence she was saying. So, yeah,
so that's exactly what
she
they
was
did.
definitely saying it for the anus portion of it.
Sushi, can you come out?
Say these people were saying this out of their ass.
Step on out. I'll
I
explain
think it was
everything.
clever.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant at the house.
Well,
She's in the medical field. I think she's smart enough to say some
Step
shit like
out.
that.
I don't want to.
We'll all walk in casually. We're not gonna tear up your house or anything. So.
My kids are in here. Okay. 4. They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm down? Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my lawyer.
Unfortunately for Sushi, calling her lawyer is not going to help, given that the cops have warrant. And if she's got nothing to hide, like she says, she shouldn't be this worried about the cops looking around her house either. It's not like they could plant her lifeless son's body in her house to frame her.
The reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct? Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. That's where we're at right now. You have a son named Zion.
Oh, you definitely.
You've never had a son named Zion. Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity. And she falsely filed my taxes and my information and stuff like that. And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up.
She ought to know that officers can easily check this stuff.
Yeah,
if what
like,
she's saying is true,
seriously.
there'd be a record of it. The officers would have seen that when they applied for the warrant. At this point, she just can't.
And you think people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, absolutely, of course. Thank you. You've been working with it.
Check this out. I'm going to show
I know
you how I
when I had my identity stolen
you
and
ready?
they charged my PayPal over
$118 for
$500 something
car
dollars,
insurance.
$600
That's
something
how much I was
dollars for
paying.
some
Okay?
Crocs
I
and
picked up the car a few
sweatpants
months
out in
ago, and watch
Vegas.
this. Ready?
I was calling every motherfucker. I was calling PayPal. I was calling Chime. I was like, yo, get me my money. Oh, hell no.
From 2021, DCFS
No.
came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was
No,
a
because they
Zion
would have handled that already.
Staples there.
The police wouldn't be involved right now.
We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So
Some of those kids that were implicated
Well,
were
that
not,
would
in
be
fact,
for-
our children. They were
if-
there.
you're saying there was a kid in your apartment that was not your kid.
Yeah, it
Zion.
was like, you ever been to Vegas? And at that time, I hadn't been to Vegas. So I was like, hell no, I ain't been to Vegas. And I damn sure ain't spending money on Crocs.
And then also involved in this.
I haven't received
I told her,
this. That's
straight
what
up,
I'm
I
telling you.
never spent a dime on Crocs in my life. I never bought Crocs.
You'll be able to see the messages between me and the FBI agent in Milwaukee.
Are we gonna find
They
anything
bought
in
like
your
5
house
pairs
that
of
has
Crocs and 2
Zion's
sweatpants.
name
It
on it,
meant
birth
for
certificate,
$600.
social security card, or anything like that?
Nope.
Somewhere here we need to get the bottom of this Zion thing.
No, I've always
This is coming from other people. This is
I can't help it when people call and make allegations against me. People do this every day. I'm sorry. And I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So where would they get the name Zion Staples?
I don't know. People make it up all the time.
Just like she can't explain where they got the name
Sandal.
Zion from, so she
Sandal
also
would,
can't explain why so many different people are out to get her. Something that doesn't happen to normal people. Like so many other dumb criminals, it looks like Sushi has a persecution complex.
4-year-old
This is
dad.
what's going on. If you have a cousin, a sister, a brother-in-law, a friend, or whatever claiming kids, or you're claiming them on the app and you guys are splitting some extra money, I get that. The biggest concern that we have here is that we need to make sure that this kid is safe. And in the time since the officer was here last night, and the time that an officer had called you back in June, if we could say, no, it's totally clear, there is no...
Look, we do the same thing. I get it.
What is that?
For Zion Staples.
That's not my
We need to get this figured out. Stop lying. It's over. Where's that kid?
Where's the kid?
Now the cops have finally brought out strong evidence. She's confronted with the fact that she's indeed the mother of a child named Zion Staples. Sushi goes silent for a while as a result.
Is he heir of the Staples
There's
fortune?
still a bit of uncertainty. Will she start telling the truth, or will Sushi come up with a really good lie?
I needed some extra help. Okay?
What do you mean by that?
I had a person that makes documents. It was just really hard.
Is Zion a real person?
Look, I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we'll just be done. We'll be done. All right? But the investigation continues.
Okay.
So internal for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail. What am I going to jail for? What have I
Just
done?
admitted to fraud.
So
Yeah,
now
you
you're
really
gonna
did
railroad
on
me
camera.
fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is. You're saying that he doesn't exist. We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I can get in a car. You gotta
We
take
have-
my dignity away and put me in custody.
We're not gonna put him behind you, okay? We're gonna walk you to the car real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
After Sushi was taken away, the cops gave the house a thorough search. They were looking for evidence of Zion's existence or his alleged death. That search eventually led them to the property's garage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's in the garage?
I'd be embarrassed about lying about a kid and shit, bro. You kidding me? Oh boy, and don't tell me there's
Don't.
a dead kid.
Please don't tell me it's in,
Oh,
he's in the
you're
trash can.
embarrassed about being seen handcuffed. Oh, the embarrassment. Oh, it's awful. How could you do this to me?
It's
I'm
empty?
the victim.
No.
If you're wondering why the officer walked out of the garage after looking in the trash can, that's because he'd just seen the body of 10-year-old Zion Staples inside it.
Oh,
He was found to
man.
have died 7 months prior to this. Sushi was charged with obstruction of justice, concealment of death,
This
and felony charges of
fucking
failure to report the
bitch.
death of a child under 13. She was later sentenced to 2 years in prison for endangering the life of a child. The cases we've looked at today highlight a universal truth that law
What?
enforcement officers are well aware of.
Wait a second.
Criminals try to cover up their
What?
truth. Law enforcement officers are well sentenced to 2 years in prison for endangering the life of a child. The cases we've looked at today highlight
But
Staples
what
inside.
happened to
He was
Zion?
found to have
Like,
died 7
what
months prior
actually,
to this.
how did
Sushi
he
was
die?
charged with
Wait, how did he
obstruction of
die
justice,
7 months ago?
concealment of death, and felony charges of failure to report the death of a
Okay,
child.
okay. So these were her charges. So what my guess would be is when it played out in court, he died of something, and she It seems like to me, otherwise they would be like, murder and shit.
She failed to report it because she wouldn't be able to get that extra money on her taxes anymore.
Which is something I feel like they should have added. They should have added, tax fraud. I mean, I would have thrown all types of shit at her. Oh my goodness, you left, your son died and you left him in a garbage can in the garage?
That's just disrespectful to your own son.
That's evil. That's so evil. And then you just claim taxes on him like that. Claim taxes on this dead boy. And
certain states be giving them up to like $2,500.
I know the hustle, Mike. What she did was wrong. What she did was fucked up. You kidding me?
Times is hard.
Oh.
And they about to get even harder for her.
I might spontaneously combust. How insane. I don't care how hard times get, man. Just the idea of it is pretty counterintuitive. Because times can't be that hard.
You stuff your dead child into a trash can and put them off in the corner for months?
No, it can't be that hard if... Well, I'll get to that. It can't be that hard if you can get money from some sort of organization off of something like taxes and stuff. Probably, that's probably not a bad place. Hey, I claim my place. It's like, that's pretty good. It's so good, people make hustles out of it. So good, people will leave their child dead in the can. So, anyway, also...
Crazy world we living in.
I mean, leaving your child in the trash can in a garage for 7 months, that doesn't scream like I got it rough, like everyone's on my case, I can't shut, like no. I mean, I feel like if you have the luxury, and I say this, I don't use the word luxury in a nice kind of way. If you have the luxury to hide your child that long in a garbage pail and not be bothered, it's like, regardless of the dead kid, times can't be that hard. They're hard for that kid.
Still got a roof over her head.
They're hard for that kid.
Time is over for that kid.
Yeah, no, it's very hard for the kid and the rest of the family. But, just looking at it, logically, yeah, you have a roof over your head that you can hide a dead body in. It's like, times are not that hard that you needed to hide that dead body.
In a garage, mind you. Some people don't even have a garage. Let alone a driveway.
A homeless person, they could hide it anywhere, but,
hide it. They just leave it and walk away.
Let's just say, you got an apartment or, something, you can't get away with those things. Somebody's going to smell it, somebody's going to be leaking, there's all these cameras about. It's like, you had a garage?
That's the thing, how could nobody actually smell that? I mean, it's not even covered up there's no, odor deterrent or anything. It's just in the corner in a metal container.
Dude,
for 7 months.
She doesn't have it hard.
That had to reek.
That means she has property.
That had to reek.
She has property.
That had to reek within the house.
She at least has an acre, maybe half an acre or something.
How'd the cops not smell it already in the house?
I don't know how they even got tipped off to it in the first place. Let me see.
You're saying that he doesn't exist. We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I just sit in the car.
You know what's really embarrassing?
We're not gonna put him behind you, okay? We're gonna walk you to the car real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
After Sushi was taken away, the cops gave the house a thorough search. They were looking for evidence of Zion's existence or his alleged death. That search eventually led them to the property's garage.
They must have smelt it when they got in the garage.
Absolutely.
Cause look, like there's nothing in there. Like there's not even a trash bag.
The way they opened it, they're like, yeah, we know something's in there for sure. The way they opened it, they're like,
Wondering why the officer walked out of the garage after looking in the trash can? That's because he'd just seen the body of 10-year-old Zion Staples inside it. He was found to have died 7 months prior to this. Susie was charged with obstruction of justice, concealment of death, and felony charges of failure to report the death of a child under 13. She was later sentenced to 2 years in prison for endangering the life of a child. The cases we've looked at today highlight a universal truth that law enforcement officers are well aware of. When dumb criminals try to cover up their crimes, they rarely get away with it. We'll see you next time when we unravel our next hidden file.
like, there's no, like, I know there's some people out there who would like me to see the other side.
It's hard for us to imagine a life.
You know, I do. You know, I understand that. You know, it must have been a really, really, really hard thing to kind of surmount.
This is
figure out what you do about that, right?
43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds, she's going to find Crystal's lifeless body inside this very garage.
You couldn't even have the dignity of like putting him somewhere nice if you're gonna do that.
Like I know the money's good with the taxes that comes in for having a child and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But honest to God, you could have had life insurance on the kid just in case something like this ends up happening. So you can end up having a fucking
what?
your kid ends up dying for God knows what reason, allergy
you know,
or
it's
something.
so weird. That's so.
But that's the question. How'd the kid die?
That's so weird because you have to, when you put life insurance in somebody, you got to tell them where the policy goes. So if she's like, well, I'm going to put this preemptively, if she's like, I'm putting this life insurance policy on my child, leave it for me.
Well,
It's
that's
like,
the thing. You can put the policy on you and the kid. So if you die, the kid gets the money. If the kid dies, you know, you get something to be able to help with the funeral costs and things like that. You know,
be a
like
good
that.
parent, but she's claiming that her dead child on taxes.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking at all. She was thinking about getting somebody to document it for her.
Still, though, is very suspicious to pull out life insurance just before somebody dies. I think there's a lot of kind of there's a lot of talk about that side of things. You know, because it never looks right in court.
It doesn't.
It never looks right.
It doesn't look right in court. It doesn't
You're
look
saying
right on
you
the scene.
Put life insurance on them? Yes. And then they
Well,
die?
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
If you're putting life insurance on them and then they die like a month or so later, fishy as fuck. If you've had this policy enacted for like 7 years, I don't even go that far, 3 years, they have an allergy or something, but they end up getting into it, and the EpiPen wasn't able to save them. They died at the hospital. You collect money to be able to pay off those fees and all that. You know, you're going through tragic. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But she wasn't thinking like that. And that's the question. What the hell actually happened to the kid?
What? Well, she didn't have a life insurance policy, so
That's obvious with the situation she was going through.
I don't think she killed him.
That's what I'm saying. What happened to the kid?
can
I'm
look
not
it up,
saying
Mike.
she killed him.
Mike, look it up.
I'm not going through all that. I don't even remember her name. Or the kid's name. What was the kid's name?
I would just look up 10-year-old boy and a trash can.
Yeah, what? That's a good. Let's see.
Let me look it up here so people can follow along. Rock Island Boys, Zion Staples. Moved his body, concealed the body. Okay, accidentally shot himself. Okay, I remember them saying that in the beginning.
They said that?
Yeah, I remember them saying something about that in the beginning, but I didn't know what that referred to. It was kind of just like in passing. That, like, well, I mean, they didn't harp on that fact, I guess. I thought it was more about like tax fraud, that episode.
That brings up the next question. How did it get done?
Oh my goodness, Mike. I don't know.
43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds.
I assume they said, this is enough. The kid committed suicide. It's just like, goodness gracious, the mother's probably already.
In the technical sense, yes, the kid committed suicide, but he was 10 years old. There's no way he was thinking of suicide. He definitely got just
Imagine being able to
everything happened that way.
Kids think of suicide. What are you talking about?
a complete AI creation platform.
Yeah.
Made
But
for
this
anyone
boy's
with
10. You really think he was
He's younger than that.
that hard enough to be all like, oh, I know where the gun is in my mom's house.
Myself personally, I was doing that.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? Mike, if I had a real gun, I'd be dead. I had a P99 that only shot BBs, and it wouldn't do anything to my head. I had a real gun, I'd be fucking dead, dude. Fuck. Look though, at the beginning, I do believe they said something.
This is coming from other people. And there was a Zion. That's where we're at right now.
Like she says, she shouldn't be this worried about the cops looking around her house.
Hello? Sushi? Can you come out? Well, just step on out.
Why is my sushi talking to me?
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant for the house. Cooperation to be up front. So step out. Step out. The whole house. You need to step out. Okay.
Oh, just the bathroom. Search the bathroom.
Search my toilet. Check my fresh shit.
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to
What?
scare my kids. Can we just calm down?
She said she has kids.
Can I see the warrant, please?
Does she have kids?
Unfortunately for Sushi, calling her lawyer is not going to help, given that the cops have warrant. And if she's got nothing to hide, like she says, she shouldn't be this worried about the cops looking around her house either. It's not like they can plant her lifeless son's body in her house to frame her.
The reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? Officers came out and talked to you last night, correct? Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. That's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
So far, the woman's story seems plausible, and the officer on scene
Kind of made some claims that you had a child.
Makes sense. It's where people fucking revisit it the most. I guess it's, this guy, but they probably
definitely doesn't
tried
qualify
to get
as personal
ahead of it.
use, and it's worth over 100. Eventually sentenced to 22 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release. On July 25th, 2023, cops attended the residence of Sushi Staples after the DCFS reported she had a child who shot himself.
That's where
Are you
I heard
Miss
it.
Staples?
Yeah, but I didn't. I kind of just like went out of my mind.
No.
And I started thinking about like her
Some lady
sex
called
life, so
DCFS.
that's my fault.
And
Alright, Detective
made
Mike.
some claims that you had a child that actually shot themselves.
Absolutely not.
It sounds crazy
It's
to
on
me
you
too. That's
again.
what.
Pick whatever you want. Some more detective work. I'm gonna get myself another cup of coffee.
Another cup of coffee.
Yeah. Get yourself
some of those.
I only grabbed them because they were $1, and the first one I drank was pretty bad. So now I'm wondering what the rest of it's gonna taste like. The pineapple drift.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, it was one of the soda ones. That I didn't realize they had energy drinks and then soda ones.
Yeah.
I ended up getting like 2 of each or something like that.
I like the grapefruit.
I don't think I grabbed a grapefruit. I don't even think I've seen a grapefruit. Then that must be grapefruit over there. I thought it was peach. Let's see. Let's see what YouTube is offering us now. That's the peach. Man shoots homemade gun, accidentally kills girlfriend.
It's on you.
What? You know what it is? Let's see what this is all about here. Homemade gun? Did you buy the parts or did you like make this gun here, bud?
Hey, is your Mac secretly underperforming? Mine totally was.
Hey, buddy, fuck you and your Mac and your Mac desktop, ring light, all that. Get out of here. Add.
Okay, just she's down there. What's going on? See blood all over your hands. What's going on?
This is
walking like
30-year-old
he got
Nathan
shot.
Fry. Just minutes earlier, police have responded to a fatal shooting and found him bloodied and too shocked to speak.
Our victim is here with a shot.
Too shocked.
Like a large amount of brain matter on it.
Officers don't yet realize is that Nathan isn't just an innocent
Purplish
bystander. He
pink
was a
hair.
vigilante with a murder plot that left the wrong person dead.
What you're telling me doesn't match what Shannon's telling me. It's not matching what Christopher's telling me. Nate, listen to me. I'm trying to help you. Nate, show up on your bed.
Is this just one-on-one or does this have multiple?
Yeah, I believe this is one. It's only like 20 minutes.
That's what we're gonna figure out. Okay. Figure out.
When you guys are taking away for I think I will kill them both.
Oh man. I don't know if that's your
November
truck or
6,
somebody else's.
2022, a distraught woman called 911 reporting
Yes,
that
I
a fatal
do,
shooting
but
had just occurred.
bust up your truck.
Are they outside or inside? Okay, is there at least controlling the bleeding? Do you know where they were shot at?
She's in the chest or somewhere. It's in her head.
It's in her head. Oh man. Shotgun.
With a shotgun. Was this accidental? Is the gun still on scene? Okay. Alright, I just want to request that no one touch that
Shotgun
weapon.
blast
I
her
have
head. He
one
took his head
medical
clean.
to you, okay?
Officers rushed to the scene where they're met by a man seemingly in a state of complete shock.
Come on here. Where's everyone else at? They're downstairs? Okay, she's down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on? Who did? Her and Chris? Okay.
He started arguing, he got close and loud and picked up something and threw it.
Were you in the room?
I had just got in his bag.
Okay. Did he pick up a rifle? Or a shotgun or what? Alright. Just come over here. Put you in the car.
Yeah,
The first
come over here.
person officers encounter at the scene is Nathan Fry, who appears extremely shaken, claiming a man named Chris was arguing with someone inside the house before gunfire erupted. At this point, officers have no idea who Chris is, but they would very soon uncover just how central he is to everything.
Oh lord.
Suspecting Nathan might have been involved in the shooting, officers quickly detain him. Meanwhile, more witnesses begin to exit the house. One of them is Shannon, the woman who called 911. She also lives in the home and was a close friend of the victim. But what Shannon is about to tell the officers doesn't align with Nathan's claims.
Okay, what was
No, I heard it.
Okay.
In my room. And obviously, Nate pulled out the shotgun. I don't know what happened.
Nate pulled out the shotgun?
Nate pulled out the shotgun.
Everything he's got just mad all over him.
Okay. Chris says he pulled out.
Chris says Nate pulled out.
Nathan is?
Yeah.
Just have a seat right there. Who else is inside besides Chris?
Shannon tells officers that Nathan pulled the trigger, but admits she didn't witness it herself. She only heard it from Chris, who, unlike the others, still hasn't come out of the house. Officers grow concerned and request additional units as a precaution before quickly surrounding the home and ordering Chris to come outside.
Chris, come on over this way, man. Okay, come on over here.
Who's this Chris
Come to me, so I make sure you got no
God.
weapons. Okay. So what happened, man?
That photo did not do that man justice. Man of possessed.
Right? Not upset. You're not.
What is his belt on? How did he get his belt on backwards? That's just no, how did he do that?
I thought he
put it on the back.
Down. Okay. I realize okay. Go ahead and go. Okay. Do me a favor. I don't want you to talk to anybody else, okay? All right. So you have a seat over here by the front of this Dodge Durango, please.
Oh, no. Big buckles is still a thing. As well as having a chance to show off the buckle. But not from the back.
In an unclear ramble, Chris claims that Nathan pulled the trigger and fired the shot, and the victim's blood was sprayed all over him. But just moments earlier, Nathan told officers it was Chris who had been arguing with the victim.
Look at Chris right here. Like this man. The sun in his eyes. This man got it. Hey man. He's seeing something supernatural. Oh, that is the face of an evil man. I'm pretty sure he shot her.
Well, I will say.
With both of them pointing fingers at each other, officers grow increasingly skeptical and decide to dig into their backgrounds. That's when they uncover a troubling detail about Chris. He had a history of domestic abuse and prior incidents at this very address. He's far from a neutral witness. With both Nathan and Chris now detained, officers begin securing the scene. Inside, they're met by the grisly sight.
I see the evil in his eyes.
Police!
Not close enough. Not close enough.
Police! Alright, you wanna go back there? Yeah, it's obvious. And there's a lot of blood on the ground, so our victim is here with a shot to the head. Looks like a large amount of brain matter on the ground. Shotgun, that's what the
The victim is 44-year-old Jennifer Lee, a resident of the home and a mother of two. It turns out the police department was familiar with this address, having responded numerous times to heated confrontations involving Jennifer, her ex-husband Chris, and her current boyfriend Nathan. Records indicated Jennifer shared a complicated history with both men, and more recently, tensions had escalated. On several occasions, Nathan reportedly stepped in during conflicts between Jennifer and Chris. But on this day, the line between protector and aggressor would blur, as detectives later learn how things tragically went off course. For now, though, officers had to break devastating news to Jennifer's son, who had just arrived at the scene.
Son.
There's no easy way to say this.
Who just fired on Nathan or Chris? What do you got to take away from us?
Take care.
Oh man. Brother
Overwhelmed by anger and grief, Jennifer's son leaves the scene after hearing the tragic news. Minutes later, Jennifer's mother would also arrive at the scene, completely unaware that her
Ended up with that and walking all the way over the car and like slamming it.
Yeah.
He was slamming that shit up. So I just want to see how they go.
Take care. Hey.
Can't see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
news.
It took too much processing power to put them back on the screen.
Goodness. I'm so sorry.
Lord have mercy.
It's gonna be a stream cut. I think that should be a stream cut. Pretty cool. And some good stream cuts.
Yeah.
Arrived at the scene.
I love that cup.
Hey, there's no easy way to say this.
Hey, there's no easy way to say this. Your mom's head gets taken off with a shotgun.
Yeah, brain bladder everywhere.
Firearm was discharged, and the bomb was passed. Grandma come in.
Who just fired on Nathan or Chris?
Did
Figure out, okay?
who fired it? Nathan or
You guys
Chris?
are taking away from us, I'll kill them both.
We'll take care of it, okay? Hey, your brother's right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my boyfriend's car.
You said, okay, I'm gonna take my car.
A new era of American shipbuilding.
You said either y'all take care of them or I'll kill them both.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Every big kid
Oh
deserves a snack
man.
that's got their
And
back.
with that trench
From
coat,
that
you know
first
he
big
was
bite
not
to
playing.
every
I was
trip.
able to
Earth's
watch
best new big kid
the
snacks
whole
are baked with
thing
good
now,
stuff.
and I really feel sorry for that dude. That
Yeah, they told him straight bluntly too,
well, I
like
mean, all jokes aside, that is tough.
devastating.
That is
Especially to
tough.
hear it that way.
That's tough, man. So like,
And already in your mind, you already know it's either one of those two. Which one was it? We don't know. I want to kill them both. You find
I
them.
wouldn't blame him if he went and just killed them right now. I don't understand why they didn't stop him. I get why they didn't stop him, but like, as an officer, I'd be concerned that, oh shit. I mean, he just told him he's right around the corner.
No, he was telling it, his brother is right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
To go over there because they're
Well,
trying to get him with
I-
his grandmother, in touch with
I
his
still
grandmother.
just don't know if I would let him just like off. Like as soon as I told him, like, hey, your mom got shot with a shotgun. All right, take it easy now.
All right, have a nice day.
You know the people you've been living with, that tension that's been boiling up,
Yeah, what-
finally hit a breaking point. It was your mom's head.
Brain
Good
bladder
one.
all over the floor and walls.
Have a good one.
I don't know. You have a great rest of your day, though.
So yeah, I'd be definitely concerned, especially after you just said I'll kill them both.
Right?
I'm not saying to stop him, handcuff him, but I'd be like, hey, why don't you, hey.
Chaos is just all like,
let's just stay
act
here.
of passion.
I'd be like, let's just stay here. He's just kind of like, well.
You go on ahead to your brother's house now. Oh, yeah, no, I will. Violently outrageous on a truck that we don't even know if it's his or not. Probably is. I hope it is.
Anyway, all jokes aside, because it's getting back into jokes. That was definitely a devastating thing. And
Anger and grief. Jennifer's son leaves the scene after
It
hearing the
is.
tragic news. Minutes later, Jennifer's mother would also arrive at the scene.
Okay, Mama's
completely
here.
unaware that her daughter was gone.
Natalie? I'm here. Second, real so I can talk to you. Real quick. Shut up. This is Jared Horton. He's one of our chaplains here.
Hi.
Okay.
Somebody's dead.
Yes.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, God, no.
I'm sorry.
Clearly heartbroken by her daughter's murder, Jennifer's mother is comforted by officers. Meanwhile, one of them steps away to inform Nathan and Chris that they'll be taken in for questioning. That's when Nathan makes a troubling claim.
Hey, Nate. For everyone's safety, where'd you put the shotgun at? You didn't have a shotgun? Okay, you told me earlier you put it away.
Put it away.
Who put it away? And have the gun put away? Okay. And how did somebody get shot if the gun got put away?
They were fighting all night.
Okay. But all I'm worried about right now is where the gun is. Just for, because that place is a disaster. Just walking in there to search, I don't want the gun to go off. Okay. You don't know where you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay. All right. Hang tight then.
So now it's a wild goose chase for a
Nathan
gun.
insists that he never even had a gun, a claim directly contradicting his earlier statement about what happened inside the house. Because of this inconsistency, officers suspect Nathan isn't telling them the whole truth. But this would only mark the beginning of growing uncertainty around his true role in the fatal shooting. Before we continue, life can change in an instant. That's what happened in November 2021 when a
Yeah, he didn't really know.
while attending a pop-up party held at an Orlando business complex that lacked proper security. His grieving family needed help fighting for accountability, facing powerful property owners. They turned to the sponsors of today's offers.
No free ad placement.
Getting 30 or 40 WW engagement. Jennifer ended up dead. Officers transported both Nathan and Chris for questioning. Chris was taken to a nearby fire station, both to collect his bloody clothing as evidence and hear his full account of the shooting. But what Chris says next would introduce a new possibility to the officers, that Jennifer's death may not have been intentional at all.
You came upstairs this morning, or this afternoon, and then make something to eat. You said you went in and checked in with Jen, looking for a cigarette, and then you told her you found the saw. Yeah. Is that when she initially made a comment?
That was, yeah.
And when you talked to Jen, where was she at?
She's in the room.
She's in the room. Okay. Who was in the room?
Her and Nate.
Okay.
And she started to shut down. Or well, she started to do other stuff. While I was talking, and she stopped me and said, "Fine, I'm a horrible person. Shannon's your support person, and I'm done. Leave me alone." She got up, came towards me, and looked like she was going to swing, and I kind of curled back and pushed her back into the room towards the bed, and out of the corner, I see Nate jump up on the bed, steps back about 2 feet into the middle of the bed, and then I hear bang, and I'm thinking I'm dead. I feel water. I think Jen coming at me, and he just got scared, and he just obviously, operational gun in his hand, jumps up, stumbles, okay, he's on the soft bed, and points the gun, pulls the trigger, and can step back to hit me. And you see, her face was just
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
According to Chris, the shooting was accidental. He explains that he and Jennifer were once married,
Lying
and that
through
their
his
relationship
teeth,
had
ladies and
long
gentlemen.
been marked by conflict. Things only got worse, he
it's
says,
still,
when
it's still
Jennifer
up in
began
the air.
dating Nathan, the man he now claims killed his ex-wife. He also says that all three live under the same roof, in what he describes as a chaotic household shared with several other residents.
The evil's
We
in
have
them.
got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
The
This is
evil's
base
in them.
44. This is a
At this point, Chris has a documented history of domestic violence and was found covered in blood, but despite that, multiple witnesses claim it was Nathan who pulled the trigger, killing his girlfriend Jennifer. Meanwhile, Nathan hasn't accused anyone, but his shifting story and failure to provide a consistent explanation have raised serious red flags. By now, investigators believe Nathan is the more likely shooter based on witness statements, the location of blood spatter, and the brain matter found on Chris, suggesting he was standing nearby when Jennifer was shot. But the only question is whether it was intentional.
You know the rooms being audio you record, right? Okay, so you say it all started last night.
I think because they were, Chris was on one.
Chris was on one? What do you mean on one?
He used his maximum breathing, everything. They were getting up this morning to them talking, and then he got more aggressive and louder. He got closer, she jumped up, froze up, started yelling, told him to get out.
So far, everything Nathan says matches what Chris shared in his interview. That is, until he says this.
I don't know, I didn't shoot you.
Then who did? Did you accidentally pull the trigger? Were you trying to make Chris stop?
I don't use weapons or anything.
Okay, so understand this.
Pull the
Pieces
trigger,
of her
but
face
you know
and
it
brain
wasn't
are
you.
on all over Chris.
But you know somebody
Okay.
pulled the trigger.
He was on the other side of the room when she was shot. You've already told me there's just 3 people in that room.
Oh yes, that is the obvious.
Chris, did you not love her? Did you not love her? Okay. I know you didn't try to kill her. I know you didn't try to hurt her. You were probably trying to protect her. I'm aware of what Chris has done to her in the past. For Jennifer's sake, for her memory. Be honest here, son. I know you didn't mean to do it.
And Chris is the next. Why is he up in the house?
It's a trailer park. That's how shit works sometimes.
Was it a trailer park?
It was an upscale trailer park. Like they had, yards and gardens and stuff. And like they had to surf around the trail.
Still begs to differ. Why was he in the house?
No, still begs the question. Why
was they
live together, man? What do you mean?
I don't know. That just wouldn't sit right with me.
Times are hard.
It ain't that hard.
It's hard enough to hide an 11-year-old boy in a trash can. Like I think it's that hard, isn't it?
Was that a single black mother?
What the fuck? What if I say yeah?
Yes, times was very hard for her.
That's right. Dad is not home. I'm going to use this child's suicide to my benefit financially.
Well, I mean, that brings the question, where was the daddy?
Not around this crazy bitch.
No.
Yeah, not around this crazy bitch.
No, evidently not.
No, why would he? Look Just look. Just look at that. Damn.
Oh. She is leaving 2 kids behind. That's right. So is that the baby daddy? Is Chris a baby daddy?
Is that what?
Is Chris the baby daddy? She's leaving 2 kids behind. I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, there's kids upstairs apparently.
Chris must be a baby daddy then.
Chris.
The other guy, greasy hair guy. Yeah, the dude with the weird demon photo.
Oh, you mean from an entirely different case?
This case.
Oh.
This current case right now.
Oh. I'm sorry. You're making a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were saying
No, I was saying she's leaving. This lady right here is leaving. The one that got her brains blown out, leaving 2 kids behind. Is Chris the baby daddy?
The other lady that we were currently talking to. Wow, that's even crazier. How we were in the middle of that. And you
I jumped right back to the other one.
That's so crazy. And you
I know.
didn't say anything.
No.
And like
You gotta follow me.
You expect me to like get it? Like yeah, that's kind of crazy. She's leaving behind alive. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris must be a baby daddy.
There's only 3 of you in the room.
The officer is well aware of Chris's documented history of abusing Jennifer, making the possibility that Nathan may have acted to protect her more plausible. Believing the shooting may have been an accident, the lead detective prepares a strategy. He plans to frame the incident as deliberate, hoping that if Nathan is hiding something, he'll push back and finally reveal the truth. It's a psychological tactic, and one that just might work, because as officers are about to learn, there's more to this so-called accident than anyone has let on.
Chris is telling me you picked up the aim at it, and you shot at him, and you hit Jennifer by mistake.
Those guns look like they spent
That's
a lot of time in the river.
You first told me you knew nothing about the gun or how it happened. Now, your statement is getting a little closer to what Chris said. So we need to stop lying, because it's not going to help you. With what you're going to be charged with. You need to be clear here. You need to be honest. Chris says you pick the gun up, you start to point it at him and you trip on the bed.
Quick question. How old were you when you got your first social media account? Some people are just not learning about lessons involving social media platforms. And if you
wanted to get at him just to make him leave, to make him stop. Is that what happened then? Okay, you were not wanting anybody to take a shot. That makes a lot more sense. And when you pointed the gun at him, is that what you felt? You believe so? You have to speak up. I know you can speak up louder. Come on. You believe so? So, this shotgun sounds like it belonged to Stuart, a big gentleman that just recently passed away, right? A lot of his firearms were either destroyed or damaged in their house fire that they lost, right? So you were working on some of them, trying to get them.
Fires.
They're damaged in the fire. How about the shotgun? How many times you guys take a shot?
It's still iffy.
You're still iffy? What do you mean iffy?
You know, it's not both put together. With the actual stock ability.
For that shotgun to fire, you have to cock the hammer back. What's very touchy?
This one doesn't have anything very securing me.
understand it's very touchy, but if it is functional, there's enough pressure on that spring that you would pull back on its own. Did you pull the hammer back? No. Then how did the hammer get pulled back? Obviously, you got your finger on the trigger.
There's no trigger guard.
There's no trigger guard?
No.
Okay. I understand. So I can understand no trigger guard and trigger get hit.
No trigger guard.
But
Already touched back and you picked it up.
Shot on the ground.
You probably fly out his hand.
God.
I would not go that far. I've told him that multiple times.
All right, man.
In a strange turn of events, the situation finally began to make sense. The shotgun recovered at the scene wasn't a standard firearm and appeared to be partially rebuilt, missing several key components. It was the same weapon Nathan had been working on himself, an unstable, unfinished shotgun with no reliable trigger system. Nathan tells officers he was trying to protect Jennifer during an escalating argument between her and Chris. After Chris pushed her, he grabbed the shotgun, hoping to scare Chris off by pointing it at him, but in the chaos, he lost his footing and the unstable weapon discharged, killing his girlfriend, Jennifer. And just like that, he confessed to firing the shot that killed her. With all witness accounts largely consistent, and Nathan admitting to accidentally firing the gun, he was ultimately convicted of one count of first-degree manslaughter and one count of first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. On February 8th, 2024, just weeks after his plea, Nathan Fry was sentenced to 12 years in prison. As for Chris, he was not charged with any additional offenses related to the incident.
Good on you.
Lock in with deals on all your game day snacks and groceries. Store game day deals for a limited time on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
See how quickly
But you get no apology from me.
Is underway.
Roger that.
And they don't
Chris, you scum.
Chris, they don't even have
Chris, you bastard. It was you all
This
along.
is 23-year-old Adam.
Oh, Chris, why'd you do it?
He's doubling down. Mike is doubling down.
I'm gonna get that blackjack.
What next, Mike?
I don't know. I was thinking you might have something in mind.
No, why wouldn't you? It's still the same night where I told you it's your night to do this.
Yeah, but I don't mind passing it off.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
But you know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's see what these truly evil human experiments that really happened.
How long is it?
17 minutes.
Evil human experiments. Alright, fellas, let's start things off a little easy. Back in the 4th century BC, Greek civilization was reaching new heights. People were getting more.
Huh?
It's okay.
What else?
It's okay.
Evil human experiments. Alright, fellas, let's start things off a little easy. Back in the 4th century BC, Greek civilization was reaching new heights. People were getting more and more curious about the world around us and began asking really important questions. What does that do? How does that work? Did I leave the oven on? How do maggots turn me back? Is this real life? Guys, just finished. Did they really describe the rice? All pretty valid questions from people just wishing to learn the workings of the natural world. While many focus on the mechanics of the universe, others chose to focus on the inner workings of humans themselves, and not only from a philosophical standpoint. Sometimes you just want to know what makes us tick. That's what Greek physician Herophilus wanted to find out and document in detail. After getting his education education at the Hippocratean Medical School
Look at
in
pickle
Greece,
and left out
Herodotus
too
turned
long.
his bulging eyes towards the city of Alexandria, Egypt, with its big, throbbing library chock full of scrolls just begging to be read. Time to go to Egypt, he said, and so he did. After getting himself established and taking on a student, a young physician named Erasistratus, they got to work. Together, the two men would begin to carve out a new branch of science, anatomy. But in order to do so, you need some bodies to cut open to start slopping their guts around. And what better way to obtain fresh bodies than to use condemned criminals, captured and supplied by the Alexandrian rulers. Little Hero and Era were like kids in a candy store with a hopeful glimmer in their eyes, excited to begin their wondrous experiments. But surely the criminals put under the knife were already past their expiration date,
It's
right?
crazy.
Nope. Instead, Hero and Era performed live human dissections, called vivisections, to broaden their understanding of the human body. They even went as far as to
I was
perform
actually
these
about
surgeries
to ask,
in
what the
full
hell is a
view of the
vivisection?
public for anyone who thought it would be cool and interesting. Wow, that's both cool and interesting. That's what I'm saying. Herodotus documented their findings in extreme detail, making breakthrough discoveries of the human anatomy. In doing so, he inflicted unimaginable suffering to his subjects. Since anesthetics weren't really a thing back then, the victims felt every cut and slice,
performing
at least
operations on
until
live
they passed
animals
out from the
for
pain
purposes
or
of
died blood loss.
experimentation or scientific
Dissecting
research.
intestines, reproductive organs, eyes, or even purposefully damaging the motor nerves to inflict paralysis. It was basically a big game of, what does this button do?
That makes sense.
In the end, Hero and Era's findings over 40 years of vivisections were revolutionary for the medical world, especially since human dissections would be outlawed shortly after their work was completed. It wouldn't be until 1800 years later that performing human dissections would be a medically acceptable practice again. But like, you know, on dead people, their work was stored in the renowned Library of Alexandria, but they were lost in the Great Fire a few hundred years later.
At Regeneron, science
All that
becomes
knowledge,
medicine, and medicine
all those
becomes
years of
possibility.
practicing
We are Regeneron,
dissections
and we're
on
in
living beings burnt away.
Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your
So
own
many
car,
lives lost for no reason.
Project
I got a
4.1
template.
was actually a side project proposed immediately after the deployment of Castle Bravo, a high-yield thermonuclear bomb that was dropped in 1954 by the United States. Bravo was part of Operation Castle, a series of other high-yield nuclear tests with the goal of establishing superiority over the Soviet Union. The Marshall Islands, a remote Pacific group of islands, served as ground zero for the detonation of the nuclear weapons. Castle Bravo was the strongest detonation, and surprisingly produced 2.5 times the expected explosive yield, resulting in an explosive force equivalent to 15 megatons of TNT. To put that into perspective, that is 1,000 times the explosive force of the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima, Japan in the final days of World War II. Like, goddamn. To make matters worse, the Marshall Islands were occupied with citizens. So U.S. officials were kind of like, sir, shouldn't we get those people out of the...
What?
Bless you.
Well, I was gonna say we could bring back, you know, scientific, like biological studies on, you know, live humans, and just like making people who want to commit suicide and just be like, well, how about you put your body to use instead? hold that thought.
Donate your body to vivisections.
Euthanasia doesn't have to be the first choice.
Have you ever considered a vivisection? Mm-hmm.
Think about it. You can help countless millions.
You can provide new, fresh research to the market.
Yeah, it could be sort of like GoFundMe for the new Alexandria, the new library of Alexandria.
The people would be grateful internally.
They'll pay in their organs. They will pay in organs. I mean, yes, but you know, it's inhumane, so I was like,
Yeah, Geneva would have something to say about that.
be the radiation, right? No, but seriously, are we gonna get those people out of the out of the radiation zone? Yeah, you know, what am I to do
Maybe
this?
not Russia. Maybe Russia would be all like,
Well,
why did I
too
think
late
about
now,
that?
so let's just see how things turn out. Operation Castle was quickly amended with the addition of Project 4.1. This new section aimed to study the human response to significant radiation exposure. You know, as the tens of thousands of victims in Hiroshima and Nagasaki weren't evidence enough. Commander of the U.S. Naval Medical Corps, Eugene Cronkite, was in charge of the project and swore everyone involved to absolute secrecy because he thought the public wouldn't be too keen on the whole test nuclear radiation on non-consenting people thing. Overall, 239 Marshallese residents were exposed to significant levels of radiation and began showing signs of radiation poisoning a few days later. Symptoms included loss of hair and significant skin damage with weeping wounds, although the wounds did heal rather quickly. Immediate observations ceased after 75 days with the conclusion that no long-term effects were likely. But just out of curiosity, regular checkups were performed on the residents for years after. Women saw increases in miscarriages and stillbirths, and newborns that survived experienced developmental difficulties, impaired growth, and a disproportionate development of thyroid cancer. In addition, about 1/3 of those exposed had developed significant tumors by 1974, 20 years after Operation Castle commenced. In the following years, Marshallese representatives spoke out against the United States with accusations that the scope of the experiment was premeditated and intentional, to which the U.S.
I'm not
officials...
gonna lie.
Please don't.
That image looks really cool. Yeah. Two perfectly circular fucking holes there. Two different colors. One's in the water, one's on land. I don't know why. I mean, it's not symmetrical or anything like that. It just looks cool.
There's a symmetry too.
There's a slight symmetry. But one side is overtaking the other. I just wanted to say that.
The scope of the experiment was premeditated and intentional, to which the U.S. officials responded, nah.
Yeah?
During the early years of the
Isn't that what
Soviet
they were
Union,
just saying?
it wouldn't be uncommon for political 1974, 20 years after Operation Castle commenced. In the following years, Marshallese representatives spoke out against the United States with accusations that the scope of the experiment was premeditated and intentional, to which the U.S. officials responded,
I guess this is where the experiments were held.
Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
Then I'd be like,
Page.
During the early years of the Soviet Union, it wouldn't be uncommon for political opponents to quickly fall ill with a strong case of death at the hands of poison. In fact, it was quite an effective and discreet way to silence any and all opposition without causing too much of a stir. Well, besides the public reacting to mysterious deaths. And that is why we must rise up against them. Oh, look at that. They got another one. So how were the Soviets so good at developing successful poisons? Well, you've got to run preliminary trials on living subjects, of course. So in 1921, a year before the Soviet Union officially formed, the Kamada was established. This was the Soviet Secret Service's poison laboratory. Here, new deadly poisons were developed and tested on human subjects. Those tested were prisoners from the gulags, various labor camps built around the country for anyone who even had a fleeting thought that wasn't approved by the Soviet Union.
Damn.
The ultimate goal of the Kamada was to devise a poison that was not only lethal, but undetectable. It would be colorless, tasteless, odorless, and untraceable in an autopsy. Prisoners would be unknowingly administered various test poisons, which were disguised as medication. For me, if it isn't an orange Flintstone vitamin, I don't trust it. The various poisons tested included ricin, which causes severe internal distress and suffering, cyanide, which can cause violent seizures and heart attacks, and curare, a potent muscle relaxant that makes you painfully choke to death. In the end, the tests were pretty successful for the Soviet Union, not for the prisoners. Research led to innovative ways to discreetly dispatch a target, from deploying a cyanide mist to making an assassination look like a heart attack. The blue ribbon winner was the concoction known as C2, carbolamine choline chloride, which was basically liquid depression. Exposure to this sucker sparked a very curious reaction. Instead of a violent telltale "I've been poisoned" type death, the victim would simply become weak with a rapid decline in health, all while maintaining a calm and silent demeanor. Death occurred within 15 minutes. Since the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, Russian officials have claimed that the cometa has been disestablished and abandoned. Yeah, sure. Now, you may have heard about the Tuskegee syphilis study, which was an unethical medical study funded by the United States Public Health Service in 1932, which involved the study of nearly 400 African American men who had naturally contracted syphilis. The goal was to observe the effects of the disease when left untreated in African American males. Even though penicillin, an antibiotic cure for syphilis, eventually became widely available to the public, the afflicted men were intentionally never cured. Fucked up, right? Well, the U.S. decided to outdo themselves with the Guatemalan syphilis experiment. In 1946 and 1948, more than 5,500 Guatemalan natives, including children, were involved in the experiment against their will, with the Guatemalan government granting access to the unwilling patients in hospitals, mental institutions, and even orphanages. Around 1,300 relatively healthy individuals ages 10 to 72 were intentionally infected with syphilis and even gonorrhea. Transmission was either done by direct bacterial contact into wounds or by sexual transmission with infected native sex workers, which were funded by the U.S. government, by the way. The latter of which proved to be a very effective method of infection. The guy in charge of these experiments was Dr. John C. Cutler, but you can call him Dr. Dickass. He often failed to keep accurate medical records of his experiments and instead would only provide anecdotal evidence in his findings, probably because he knew what he was doing was unethical, which very much sounds like something only a Dickass would do. But all joking aside, the experiments conducted on these people were gruesome. Perhaps one of the most notable documented examples of what these people experienced was about a female patient named Berta. The following is an excerpt from that document. Berta was a female patient in the psychiatric hospital. In February 1948, Berta was injected in her left arm with syphilis. A month later, she developed scabies. Several weeks later, Dr. Cutler noted that she had also developed red bumps where he had injected her arm, lesions on her arms and legs, and her skin was beginning to waste away from her body. Berta was not treated for syphilis until 3 months after her injection. Soon after, on August 23rd, Dr. Cutler wrote that Berta appeared as if she was going to die, but he did not specify why. That same day, he put gonorrheal pus from another male subject into both of Berta's eyes, as well as her private areas. He also reinfected her with syphilis. Several days later, Berta's eyes were filled with pus from the gonorrhea, and she was bleeding. 3 days later, on August 27th, Berta died.
That is insane.
The overall goal of the study was to determine the effectiveness of penicillin in preventing the STD. Dr. Cutler had allegedly finalized his reports in 1955, but no evidence was ever found proving that the reports were submitted for peer review or even published. So, out of all of that suffering, nothing of medical value was produced. Though I will say, in some glimmer of fairness, a treatment program was established by the United States and made available to the affected Guatemalan population, but only half were reported to actually have received treatment with a questionable quality of care. United States President Barack Obama formally apologized to the Guatemalan government in 2010, 62 years after the study was performed.
Rest in peace to Berta. She got hit by a needle.
Make sleep feel cool, so no more
Or
sweating
few.
all night or blasting the air conditioner because the temperate breeze.
The doozy, huh? Well,
Like,
buckle up because it's about to
injects
get
gonorrhea
way
in
worse.
eyeballs?
See this right here? This is Unit 731. It was home to some of the most notorious and truly evil war crimes committed by the Japanese in World War II, which are definitely up there with some of the worst in the history of mankind. Unit 731 served as a lethal human experimentation and biological weapons laboratory during the Second Sino-Japanese War between China and Japan, which ran concurrent to most of the events of World War II. This nightmare facility was established in 1935 in the sub-provincial Chinese city of Harbin, 4 years after Japanese forces invaded the Chinese region of Manchuria. Inside, hundreds of thousands of Chinese and even some Russian prisoners
That man had questions and he was desperate to find out
and
what the answers
horrifying human experimentations known to man. Experiments performed on men, women, and children, which is everyone. Those chosen for experimentation were dehumanized and referred to as maruta, or logs, rather than as people, because the cover-up story for Unit 731 was that it was a lumber mill. It should be noted that the vast majority of the experiments in the facility were carried out to fulfill morbid curiosity, with those performing or overseeing the studies described as merely playing. A testimony from a Japanese professor who witnessed the studies was quoted saying that some of the experiments had nothing to do with advancing the capability of germ warfare or of medicine. There is such a thing as professional curiosity. What would happen if we did such and such? What medical purpose was served by performing and studying beheadings? None at all. That was just playing around. Professional people, too, like to play. So basically experiments were like, I wonder what would happen if we just hucked a grenade at a guy. Bang. Oh, look, he exploded. Hey, can I go home now? Gee, I wonder if this large heavy object will crush this guy. Yup. Will this guy freeze to death if I freeze him to death? Wow, who would have guessed? A lot of these experiments were designed to test the absolute limits of the human body. Tests included depriving victims of food or water to see how long they could survive, placing victims in low-pressure chambers until their eyes popped from their skulls, injecting victims with animal blood, hanging victims upside down until death, or
I
even
wonder
draining
what this
victims
thing
of blood
that
just
we
to study
made
blood loss limits.
purposely
Some
to
victims
kill
were even
people.
dehydrated in
I
front
wonder
of
what
large
it
hot
do
fans
to
with
that
the point
person.
of mummification. At the time of death, they only weighed 20% of their initial body weight. Perhaps one of the worst examples I've read was the forced pregnancy of female victims. The mothers were injected with various diseases and drugs just to see how they affected the unborn child, sometimes performing a vivisection, cutting the fetus out of the mother for examination. There's honestly so many more gruesome experiments that I just can't get into here, so if you are curious, I would encourage you to look them up. But it's like legit really bad, so.
This is search your own
By
risk.
the end of the war, as Soviet forces were closing in, Japanese officials had all remaining prisoners executed, and the entirety of Unit 731 hastily demolished to destroy any remaining evidence of the program's existence.
Syphilis in the
The
eyes,
United States
gonorrhea
had
in the
discovered
eyes.
trace evidence and pressured Japanese officials into spilling the beans, under threat that they would be handed over to Soviet officials for trial and punishment if they did not cooperate. Once the U.S. learned the full extent of the horrors of Unit 731, all of those involved were swiftly brought to trial and executed for their crimes. Except, no, they actually weren't. In reality, the United States claimed that the data collected from the inhumane atrocities was actually pretty valuable, since it is otherwise ethically unobtainable through conventional means. As such, many of those involved were granted immunity and freedom in exchange for the data. The deal was struck, and the United States kept everything under lock and key. The Soviet Union, however, pursued trials against the top military leaders and scientists from Unit 731. In the end, only 12 individuals were tried and sentenced to several years in labor camps, although the United States repeatedly denied that Unit 731 ever existed. Oh, that was a bummer. Here's something to cheer you up. I'll see you over there.
That was wild. Those experiments was crazy. And there's even a part 2.
Tough headaches got you down?
No.
New Excedrin Rapid Relief relieves tough headaches fast. It starts to work in 15 minutes with fast-release technology, getting you back on your feet right when you need it. Excedrin Rapid Relief from your head pain experts.
Let's see. What are we going with this. I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely a lot of cop things, a lot of investigations.
Yeah. The algorithm.
The algorithm is investigations. You know what? Let's see. Some questions that science still can't explain.
So, let's start. Number 10. Why does anything exist at all?
Knows
Every
stuff
human
is gonna tell us
civilization eventually
stuff.
arrives at the same question.
So let's hear what he has to say about that.
Why is there something instead of nothing? It sounds simple, but it pushes against the limits of science, philosophy, and human imagination. Modern physics explains how the universe evolved after the Big Bang. Scientists can describe how matter formed, how galaxies developed, and how stars created the elements that make life possible. What remains unclear is why the universe began in the first place. The laws of physics describe behavior once existence has already started. They do not fully explain why those laws exist at all. Some theories suggest the universe may have emerged from quantum fluctuations, tiny energy changes that occur naturally in empty space. Others propose that multiple universes constantly form and disappear, making our universe one outcome among many. These models attempt to explain beginnings without requiring external causes, yet each explanation introduces new unanswered questions about the origin of the laws governing those processes. Philosophers approach the problem differently. Some argue that nothing may be impossible because reality must exist in some form. Others believe the question itself may exceed human cognitive limits. The brain evolved to understand survival problems, not cosmic origins, which may explain why the idea of absolute nothingness feels impossible to grasp. Despite centuries of thought and decades of scientific progress, the deepest origin question remains open. Humanity understands more about how existence behaves than why existence exists at all. Number 9. Are we alone in the universe? Humans have looked at the night sky for thousands of years and wondered whether intelligence exists beyond Earth. Today, astronomy has transformed that question from speculation into active research. Scientists now know that planets are extremely common. Thousands of exoplanets have been discovered orbiting distant stars, many located in regions where liquid water could exist. The Milky Way alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, and many may host planetary systems. Statistically, the conditions that allowed life to appear on Earth should exist elsewhere. Yet no confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence has ever been found. This contradiction is known as the Fermi paradox. If intelligent civilizations are possible and the universe is so vast, why has no clear signal, spacecraft, or technological trace been detected? Several explanations compete. Intelligent life may be extremely rare. Civilizations might destroy themselves before developing interstellar communication. Advanced societies could choose silence or use technologies humans cannot yet detect. Another possibility is that humanity has not been searching long enough, given the immense age and size of the universe. Modern projects scan radio signals, analyze atmospheric chemistry on distant planets, and search for artificial patterns in cosmic data. Each discovery expands knowledge while leaving the central question.
Ready? Here we go. Drop off, Kristoff. Lunchbox.
Did they just spread jelly over top of the peanut butter?
I am one.
I'm mad I just saw that commercial.
Sail across the sea. I know you're a storm
Who spreads jelly over top of peanut butter?
none of which
you understand because you are human.
Yeah, the right hand between the legs. Making the sandwich.
This mission has no chance.
Are you afraid?
Who's spreading cold peanut butter? Cold peanut butter don't spread that. That just got me. That.
Habitats, yet remains quiet.
What was that?
Number 8. What is
Yeah.
consciousness? Humans can measure brain activity with remarkable precision. Scientists can identify regions involved in memory, emotion, language, and decision making. What remains unexplained is how physical brain processes produce subjective experience. Consciousness includes awareness, self-reflection, imagination, and the feeling of being an individual observer inside a body. Neurons exchange electrical signals, chemicals move between cells, and networks process information continuously. None of these descriptions fully explains why experience feels like something from the inside. One theory proposes that consciousness emerges when information becomes highly integrated across the brain. Another suggests consciousness may arise from predictive systems that constantly model reality and the self. Some researchers explore whether consciousness exists on a spectrum rather than as a simple on-off state, raising questions about animals, artificial intelligence, and even simple organisms. Experiments can alter consciousness through anesthesia, sleep, or brain injury, showing that awareness depends on physical conditions. Even so, the transition from neural activity to personal experience remains unclear. Science can track the mechanisms associated with consciousness, but the subjective quality of experience still lacks a complete explanation. The question continues to influence neuroscience, psychology, philosophy, and artificial intelligence research because understanding consciousness may change how humanity defines intelligence and identity. Number 7. Do humans truly have free will? Human life feels built on choice. People decide where to live, who to trust, and what direction their lives will take. The feeling of choosing is immediate and personal, yet modern neuroscience has complicated this familiar experience. Experiments studying decision-making show that brain activity linked to an action often begins before a person becomes consciously aware of deciding. In laboratory tests, researchers have detected signals in the brain predicting a movement moments before participants reported making a decision. This suggests that unconscious processes may start preparing actions before conscious awareness notices them. The brain constantly processes information in the background. Memories, emotions, habits, and external stimuli interact continuously. Conscious thought may act less like a commander giving orders and more like a system that reviews and adjusts ongoing mental activity. Decisions could emerge gradually rather than appearing at a single instant of control. Philosophers offer different interpretations. Determinism proposes that every action results from prior causes shaped by biology and environment. Others argue that freedom exists when actions reflect personal goals and values, even if those goals develop through physical brain processes. Under this view, free will may involve participation in decision-making rather than absolute independence from cause and effect. The question carries real consequences. Systems of law, morality, and responsibility assume that people can make meaningful choices. Scientific research continues exploring how intention and awareness interact, yet the exact relationship between brain activity and personal control remains unresolved. Number 6, what happens after death? Death has always stood at the center of human curiosity. While science has explained many biological processes of life, the transition from living awareness to non-existence remains difficult to fully understand. From a medical perspective, death occurs when vital systems stop functioning. The heart ceases pumping blood, oxygen no longer reaches the brain, and neural activity declines. These physical changes can be measured precisely. What cannot be measured directly is the subjective experience at the moment consciousness ends. Reports of near-death experiences have drawn scientific attention for decades. Some individuals revived after cardiac arrest describe intense calm, vivid imagery, or a sensation of separation from the body. Researchers believe these experiences may result from chemical changes in the brain under extreme stress, or oxygen loss. Even so, the consistency of certain reports continues to raise questions about how consciousness behaves at the edge of life. Philosophy and religion approach the subject from many directions, offering explanations that range from continued existence to complete finality. Science focuses on observable evidence, which means it can describe the biological end of life without fully answering what happens to awareness itself. The boundary created by death limits investigation. Humans can study the process from the outside, yet the personal perspective beyond that point remains unknown. Number 5. Why do humans search for meaning? Humans rarely feel satisfied with simple survival. Across cultures and historical periods, people seek purpose through relationships, achievements, creativity, belief systems, or long-term goals. The desire to find meaning appears deeply connected to how the human mind operates. Psychologists suggest that meaning helps organize experience. A sense of purpose allows individuals to connect past events, present actions, and future plans into a coherent story. People who feel their lives have direction often show greater resilience during hardship and stronger motivation over time. Evolutionary explanation.
Who the hell are you supposed to be? My driver?
FBI. We'll be working together.
Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
The system was
Propose that shared meaning strengthens cooperation. Groups united by common goals or beliefs tend to coordinate more effectively, which may have supported survival in early human communities. Cultural traditions, moral systems, and collective identities may partly arise from this tendency to construct shared purpose. At the same time, meaning remains personal. Different individuals define fulfillment in completely different ways. Scientific knowledge describes how the universe works, but does not automatically assign purpose to human existence. As a result, people actively create meaning through choices, relationships, and values. The search itself continues throughout life. Humans keep asking what makes existence worthwhile and how individual lives fit into a larger picture that extends beyond any single person's experience. Number 4. Why do humans experience time the way they do? Time moves at a constant physical rate, yet human perception of time feels surprisingly flexible. Minutes can feel endless during boredom, while hours disappear quickly during engaging experiences. This difference between measured time and experienced time continues to puzzle scientists and psychologists. The brain does not contain a single internal clock. Instead, multiple systems track change, attention, and memory. When people focus intensely or encounter new experiences, the brain processes more information, which can make events feel longer in retrospect. Familiar routines require less attention, causing large portions of time to feel compressed. Age also influences time perception. Childhood often feels slow because everything is new and heavily processed by the brain. As routines stabilize in adulthood, fewer experiences stand out as distinct memories, creating the impression that years pass more quickly. Emotion plays an important role as well. Fear and danger can make moments feel stretched because heightened awareness increases sensory processing. Positive immersion, sometimes called flow, reduces awareness of passing time altogether. Physics adds another layer to the mystery. According to relativity, time itself can change depending on speed and gravity, meaning time is not entirely fixed, even at the cosmic level. Human consciousness, however, experiences time as a continuous forward motion, never backward or paused. Scientists still do not fully understand why awareness moves through time in one direction, or how the brain constructs the feeling of the present moment. Number 3, why are humans self-aware? Humans possess an unusual ability to think about themselves thinking. People imagine future versions of themselves, replay past conversations, and evaluate their own behavior from an internal perspective. This capacity for self-awareness shapes identity, culture, and civilization itself. Neuroscience links self-awareness to networks in the brain associated with reflection, memory, and social understanding. These systems allow individuals to build a mental model of who they are, how others perceive them, and how they fit into social environments. Self-awareness offers clear advantages. It allows long-term planning, moral reasoning, and cooperation within large societies. Humans can anticipate consequences, regulate behavior, and adapt based on reflection rather than instinct alone. This ability helps humans organize communities far more complex than those of other species. Yet, self-awareness also introduces psychological challenges. The awareness of mortality, uncertainty about identity, and constant self-evaluation can produce anxiety and existential questioning. Humans uniquely struggle with concerns about meaning, reputation, and future outcomes precisely because they can imagine possibilities beyond the present moment. Researchers continue exploring how self-awareness developed evolutionarily. Some animals show limited signs of recognizing themselves, yet human self-reflection operates at a far deeper level involving language, storytelling, and abstract thought. The origin of this intense inward awareness remains unclear. Scientists can identify brain systems involved in self-reflection, but the emergence of a personal inner world, the sense of being an observer within one's own life, still stands among humanity's most profound unanswered questions. Number 2, why do the laws of physics exist in the first place? Physics can describe how the universe behaves with extreme precision. It can predict the motion of galaxies, the behavior of particles, and even the expansion of space itself. But one question sits underneath everything science explains. Why do these laws exist at all? And why are they the way they are? Every physical process depends on a set of rules: gravity, electromagnetism, quantum mechanics, and nuclear forces. These laws are not chosen or designed within the universe.
Chipotle honey chicken is back. Grilled chicken, chipotle peppers, and pure honey. It takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Today, business happens virtually everywhere. That's why you need Supermobile from T-Mobile. The best plan on the
Scientists can measure them and use them, but they cannot currently explain why these specific rules exist instead of completely different ones. One of the most puzzling aspects is how fine-tuned these constants appear. Small changes in values like gravity, strength, or particle mass would make stars unstable, atoms impossible, or matter unable to form at all. This has led to multiple interpretations. Some researchers suggest the universe is one of many in a larger multiverse, each with different physical laws. Others argue that deeper unknown principles might force the laws to take their current form. There's also a philosophical angle. It may be that asking why these laws assumes there must be a reason beyond existence itself. Some theories suggest the laws of physics could be self-contained, meaning they require no external explanation simply because nothing else exists to define them. Even with powerful mathematical models, humanity still does not know whether the laws of physics are fundamental truths, accidental outcomes, or part of something far larger that has not yet been discovered. Number 1. Why does mathematics describe reality so perfectly? Mathematics is a system created by humans, built from logic, numbers, and abstract rules, yet it describes the physical universe with extreme accuracy. From planetary orbits to quantum behavior, mathematical equations can predict how reality behaves long before it is observed. This creates one of the strangest mysteries in science. Why does something invented in the human mind fit the structure of the universe so precisely? In physics, mathematical models often predict phenomena that have never been seen before. Black holes were described mathematically long before they were observed. Subatomic particles were predicted through equations before being detected in experiments. Even space-time itself is described using geometric mathematics that matches real measurements. This raises a deeper question. Either mathematics is simply a language humans invented that happens to match reality, or mathematics is not invented at all but discovered, meaning it exists independently of human thought, and the universe follows its structure. Some scientists believe mathematics is the underlying framework of reality, and the physical world is simply an expression of mathematical relationships. Others argue that humans selectively notice the mathematical structures that fit observations, giving the impression of perfect alignment. There is still no final explanation for why abstract logic written on paper can predict galaxies, particles, and cosmic events with such precision. Mathematics works, but why it works so well remains one of the most fundamental unanswered questions in science. Thank you for watching and sticking till the end. We've got plenty more videos coming in the future.
I
Hit that
definitely knew
subscribe button
some
so you
stuff.
don't miss them.
Quite
See you in the next one.
Quite
I
interesting
saw that
indeed.
people in my community needed affordable homes closer to their work.
We'll say
Before we could break new ground, before we could help build the homes people needed, and before we can help shorten their commute.
all right. Glad he didn't die. I'm following them. All 7 dimensions explained in detail from 0 dimensions to infinity. You know what? Let's check that out. Sounds grand, right? No? Inventors killed by their inventions. Jim Carrey was not crazy all along. Oh, YouTube has so many things. Nothing really interesting. segment from the one on Cat Williams. The comedy and the night.
To all of you road trippers,
iconic soccer skills. Follow me.
The rainbow flip. Good run. Bicycle kick.
You just gotta understand this science, and it's God. Just don't ignore God.
They told me
Don't overdo it.
copyrights. They put this background back.
God knows what's best for you.
It's crazy.
You don't know your spine is built to take 90 pounds, ladies. Some of your spines say 90 pounds. You don't went to the Dominican Republic and got 72 pounds of titties, 68 pounds of ass. Put on that same stock frame. You turn 55, bitch, you are gonna fold up like a fan. But you get to be real. Fellas, they got a trap out there for us too. Sometimes Satan sounds just like the Lord. If you 5 foot, Satan set a trap out there. They got a surgery, 5 foot men, they got a surgery. Only take one night. It give you 6 inches of height. Overnight. Look at the short niggas. That's right. Walking that bitch 5'5", come out 6'1". I was tempted. You know how much motherfucking money I got, bitch? I could be 7'3" right now. Okay, you niggas like this right now. I'm on my board procedure. But you gotta trust God. Can't trust them science for everything. Yeah, as a fella, you gonna look good. Leaning on your car for 6 feet for the first time. But eventually, some niggas gonna ask you to do some nigga shit. And you are not gonna be able to do that shit with your scientific legs. So if one nigga wanna play basketball and hit you with the... Your whole body gonna break down, nigga. Nigga, you know these my new legs. I got these this weekend. You niggas know I ain't took these to the gym or nothing, nigga. Got 2 calves on each leg. Cause I got the best audience everywhere. Some people have a couple stars come. We have all the stars come out. And tonight is no exception. It's dark in here, y'all can't even see who in here. You gonna be shocked. Let all the white people in the building make some noise, white people. What? In this administration, still hanging with niggas. We appreciate that, white friends. You knew it was gonna be diverse and equal and inclusive. You came anyway. Some of y'all gonna go to heaven just for that. When you get up there, it's gonna be on the checklist. Did you hang with niggas? Yep. Where's all the Hispanics in the building? Where's mi familia? Buenos noches. I want y'all to know y'all are safe in this building tonight. There will be no ice in this building of any kind. Just the ice I'm wearing, that is it. I told them, don't even put ice in the drinks. I want everybody to feel comfortable. Last but not least, the core of my very existence. Where's all the black people in the building? Make some noise. in the back. And the most important creation in all the known universe. Where's the ladies in the... These motherfuckers got time to be mad at breakfast commercials. What the fuck? When did a racist care about a balanced breakfast? These racists mad at Cheerio commercials. I was mad at Cheerio commercials too, but I was mad for a completely non-racist reason. I was mad that a white woman and feed they baby Cheerios. That don't have no flavor at all. They gave a little nigga some Count Chocolate, Cocoa Puffs or something. Taught her about our heritage for crying out. Just said the racists is getting out of control. These motherfuckers got mad at me because I wasn't mad at Paula Dean. What the fuck, motherfucker? I can't be mad at everybody. Have you not seen my life, motherfucker? Who did you think I was finna judge? I'm on my 5th second chance right now. What did you think I was gonna say? First of all, I can't even really be mad at her because I'm a fan. I done seen what this bitch can do with 45 minutes and 12 sticks of butter. You ain't just finna tell me what the fuck she said. I ain't saying she didn't say it. I'm saying I would like to hear the context in which she said it. It might have been all right. She might have said, hurry up with them niggas chicken. Or make niggas wait all day on pork chops.
Oh man.
You come to Jacksonville, you gonna see shit you don't see nowhere else. Generally, you just go somewhere, look on the map, and pick places out. Not, You need a tour guide in Jacksonville from Jacksonville to tell you where you can and cannot go. You don't just want to be driving around, looking around. You'll see some shit that'll scare the shit out of you as a nigga. You Confederate Park. What? What the fuck am I doing by Confederate Park? Most cities got one hood. See how the audience laughed at that? Most motherfuckers cities got one hood. The whole map is free. They tell you don't go here.
Don't go here.
Not in Jacksonville. They got spots all around the map you should look out for.
To all of you road trippers and family hikers, to the everyday adventurers and sunshine seekers, whether you're an out-of-towner or a chow down,
do I hate
consider
ads.
this your invitation. Let's Texas.
Let's Texas though.
Cuddle and save on insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
The line is bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I have puppies.
Well, put the puppies down.
I honestly hate the Liberty
Only
Mutual
pay for what you
commercials.
need.
They're so fucking trash.
Sound like dangerous sitcoms. Tonight on another episode of Washington Heights. Something going down on Washington Heights. I'm pretty sure that if I know any of the hoods in America, I know. Stay tuned for another edition of Cleveland Arms. It's got arms in the title. I know that's dangerous. Eureka Garden. Eureka means surprise. Maybe you shouldn't be here. You looking for gardens. Jacksonville do it big. It ain't just hoods. They got certain streets. If you even type it in your phone, your phone will not let you make it there. If you Just beautiful shit. Shit you only gonna have in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the biggest motherfucking city out there. Every 10 blocks is another motherfucking neighborhood. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We gonna have to figure this shit out. Used to be, if I had some problems, I could go to my therapist at the weed place. Yeah, Ontario still got weed places. Come over here, come over here, come over here. I was in LA. Ain't no weed places in LA. They got the dispensary. I don't know what the fuck that shit means, but I think it means big as fuck. Who was just in that motherfucker? Why do I have a shopping cart? I'm just saying, you are not supposed to have 500 different types of deliciousness in the same place at the same time. Got niggas overdosing from smelling too much weed. That is blueberry. That's blueberry for real. Fresh as shit right there. That white fire. I ain't never even smelled real fire before. That is delicious. Girl Scout cookies, I love them. Do you have this? Fuck up. I should have stayed out there where it was safe with the leafy products, with the bud. They got a room in the back. That's right, they got this shit right here, nigga. They got one of them rooms in the back. You gotta be careful with that motherfucker. All they got back there is concentrate, spackle, sparkle, wax, butter, dabs, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. You be thinking to yourself, much motherfucking weeds I done smoke. I ain't scared of shit. I don't give a fuck what type of motherfucking weed it is. That's what you be saying. Then they come over and put that little thing on there and walk off. You be like, that little booger right there can't hurt no motherfucking body. Don't you believe it? It's like hitting 300 bucks at the same damn time. At the same damn time. I fucked around and got my high. You realize how difficult that is to do? You know when you done got too motherfucking high. You done, fuck that nigga, I got too high. Fuck you, I saw where the Illuminati live, nigga. Get me the fuck up out of here. Where's my car? So for my white friends, here's something black you can laugh at. I've done the research. I'm pretty sure there's no coonery in there anywhere. I just know every time I see the shit, I fall on the ground laughing, almost pee myself. Okay, maybe the funniest shit I've ever seen. There is a commercial starring a nigga named Matumbo. Now, if you have not seen this commercial, you have not lived yet. So let me say that. Now, if you don't know who Matumbo is, he used to play basketball, played for the NBA, maybe like in 1979 or some shit like that. But he was one of the greatest, known for blocking shots. That was his shit. Now they got this nigga just randomly running through white people's workplace, just randomly knocking shit out there for no reason at all. Just no. What the fuck is that shit? No. Till I see that shit, I almost pee myself. Many times I've been arrested, that might be the only thing I haven't tried. Stay tuned to TNT. If I get pulled over one more motherfucking time, that's how the fuck I'm getting out my car. Just no.
Jesus is dead. My dad is coming home.
Odyssey in theaters everywhere in 2 weeks. Rated R.
A 3-top large for just $10 at Pizza Hut? That's a big deal. With your choice of hot crust and 3 of your favorite toppings, build your perfect pizza. And for just $10, dine in, delivery, or carry out, it doesn't get much better. Order now, only at Pizza Hut.
We not gonna talk politics. We not gonna say who voted for who. We not gonna get into that. We learn white people know how to keep a secret. see what 2018 gonna be. 2017 is already a doozy. We used to seeing people be wrong. We ain't never seen nobody be this wrong. CNN was wrong. CNN was talking big shit before the election. They had the map up, had all the states highlighted and shit. They was talking big shit. There's no way that Trump can win this unless he wins here, and here. That mother came back from commercial, they were sweating and crying and shit. They was bringing all the neighborhoods up separately. Where's the niggas vote at? White people done took over now. Shit that used to be black ain't black no more. First thing white people took over was rioting. Yes. Riots used to be some black shit. We're getting so mad, we riot. White people done took it over. White people, let me just say in front of all these minorities, y'all are terrible at it, white people. We taught y'all better than this. Y'all had a million white people out there. Y'all didn't do no damage at all. Y'all out there obeying the crosswalks and passing out orange slices, walking in single file lines. And white people, we taught y'all better than this. If it's a riot, you gotta be willing to fuck some shit up.
No, I think it's just logic.
Y'all can't fuck shit up because y'all own the shit. So y'all out there fucking it up and cleaning it up at the same time. Not a riot, white people. White people just out there shaking their signs hard and shit. What are you doing? You using the shit? Wait, I'm riding. Goddammit, I'm riding. Superhero shit happens every fucking day. You don't have to take no excuse. Are you a weak, fragile man? See that man's testosterone levels through the roof? He couldn't wait to tell you that. Hell no. And we don't mean to shame. If there are any weak or fragile men, we don't mean to shame you. But understand, you don't have to take no for an answer. You could tuck your penis and go in the game with some real women and whoop the shit out of them if you want to. It's in the real news. Take that down before they try to cancel me for telling the truth. That's right, they talk about the transgenders foul too hard. That's fucked up. It's so politically correct, it ain't even correct no more. The poor rep don't know what the fuck to say. He got all the ladies in a circle. Anything he say wrong gonna get him fired and canceled. He just... Now listen here, ladies. Y'all with the penises? No, I can't say that. Y'all with the penginas? No, can't say that. No, of course not. I can't. I don't give a fuck what you got. Clitoris, dictoris, stop. All your flowers are flagrant. His name believe this nigga run every goddamn day. That's what the fuck he do. You ain't gotta chase him. You ain't gotta train him. You ain't gotta put shorts on him. This nigga is ready every morning. As his foot touch the goddamn ground out the bed. So that nigga's gone for the rest of the goddamn day. Shoot, 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 shoot. You either see him like this or like that. That's your only two options. Shoot, 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 shoot. And he be happy. me to do. The nigga, I can't put the nigga in trouble for being happy. That's kind of... Nigga, stop being happy and get it happy, miserable. I can't fucking do it. So I said, what do you recommend? So she recommended Ritalin. Now, she told me the shit was gonna even him out. Now, either I don't know what the fuck even means, or Ritalin got crack cocaine and it wanted to do. It's a goddamn fact, cause this shit is no bullshit. I wasn't ready, he wasn't ready. This shit called over us off guard. I gave the nigga the shit in the kitchen. He was on the way to his room. That nigga never even made it out the hallway. That shit caught that nigga in mid-stride. He was just...
Shop your new mattress your way at Ashley. Browse our wide selection online from the comfort of your home.
How long?
8 minutes left.
Alright.
I'm getting shit done. I'm like, this is wonderful. But after 3 hours, after 3 hours, you got to come check on the nigga now. After 3 hours,
Seems like a lot too.
It's great. No, it is a lot of old. I did figure it was gonna be something new, and it was just like this, and I was like, fuck it. He's funny. He's a funny little guy.
I'm not here to entertain others. I'm just gonna sit and bed the absolute shit I see.
He's already gone, and I'm just like, YouTube ain't got nothing.
but go on and run, little nigga, go on and run. Cause you just gonna have to let real shit be real shit. Cause we done been to 300 planets in space. 300.
What's that?
It is about the one.
No wonder.
We done been there. There's some shit they won't keep up.
3 hours, 16 minutes. No. And what a great stream it was, everybody. We're gonna go ahead. Nope, Cat Williams is gonna talk. No, Cat Williams is talking too much. Finish the 6 minutes? No, but it was great. It was great streaming random videos today, from investigation videos to the legendary Cat Williams comedy sketches, clips. It is quite late, and we're actively tired like everyone is. But we appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you again real soon. We out.